What's up, everybody? Welcome once again to Shadows of the Demon Lord. We're here. We're doing it. We've got some really rapey hentai type eyeballs that we just
And there it is.
looked down the hallway.
It's gonna be great.
And they're down there. They're waiting. We also have some options around us. So for those who missed us last time, we beat up the meat man with hooks. We beat up the statue with the charming eyes, of which now Orion is in possession of. And we found ourselves in this nice little corridor where we've got a door to our left, a door to our right, and the hentai eyeballs down the hall, as well as a nice watery chasm behind us. So lots of options with the goal of we're getting to level 3 today. I'm ready to unlock my new class. I know everybody else is excited. So DM, let's get rolling.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Yeager. That was a good intro. You really threw me a little bit of a scare with the hentai comments, but well
I mean,
said.
We're rated M for mature.
We'll take it. We're jumping in. We're going right to it.
For everybody dies.
This one's not for the kids.
So let's go ahead and get back our nice, safe dungeon music. And here you guys are, after just resting and hanging out near the corpse of the statue you felled.
And we're all, let's see. We're just missing. No, we're all together. Okay.
Well, we're missing Dick.
What? No, Dick is right there. And I point to his corpse.
Ooh.
I don't want to talk about it.
It's not the same Dick.
I glare over at Bertha.
I'll be honest, that dick does look pretty limp.
I'll hop down off of the rubble, and I'll go down and give Dick's body a pet. And I'll say he was the best of boys.
No,
He's such a good boy.
no, he was an asshole.
Well,
But he was our asshole.
Oh, great companion for this kind of stuff, but
we did take a look down the hall. There was whatever those creepy things crawling around were. But well, Ryan, you looked over, kind of over there, and I point towards the westerly direction. And I think you had said you saw maybe another entryway there?
From what I saw, there was an entryway to the west, and then another entryway to the east. We have a couple of options.
Oh. Well, we know there's some creepy shit that way, and I just give a thumb point behind me down to the hallway.
Perhaps we flip a coin. Perhaps we flip this coin, and I pull out the coin that fell out of her head.
Maybe that's not the right coin for flipping.
I've got it under control, and I flip it. Ding! Catch it. And I say, heads we go left, tails we go right.
DM, are there any discernible markings on this coin?
He has it in his inventory.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Anybody else?
I'm holding it on the top of my hand right now.
who's
We're
left and who's
avoiding the
right?
possibility of these things coming up behind us.
I mean, if they didn't try to get us by now, I think they're chilling back there. They definitely saw us when we poked up.
Well,
We can at least go look
Down the
but
hall or
first,
at the
what
doors?
does the coin say?
at the doors. I haven't uncovered the coin yet.
What does the coin say?
Let's find out. We'll say
Do odds and evens.
we'll say
roll a dice?
even is well, that's what I was gonna do. Yeah. So even is heads and
fucking good
odds
at
is
this.
tails.
Very good.
Y'all are good at All right, even is heads, so left.
Okay. I will take the forward, and if my ring glows, don't fucking follow me. As I kind of glance over at Dick and walk by.
I.
I hold the back of my hand up towards the door, checking for any glowing from the ring.
The ring does not change at all. And you are in front of a door that is wood, but has sort of metal bracing on it as well, with a metal round handle that looks like you can pull.
I grab the handle, but do not pull yet, waiting to see if I see anything on the ring.
Ring does nothing.
Okay.
Current
Does it-
position, do I have line of sight to Jaeger, or am I blocked by the statue?
The statue is... Oh, you mean the big giant one?
Yeah.
Well, you tell me. Can your token see Jaeger?
Well, fine.
I have ways to check myself if you want me to.
It looks like I have vision off of somebody else as well as my own, so that's why I'm asking.
Okay, well, let's just say you're aware of where he specifically is. Maybe you can't fully see him, though.
I think I have something
Okay.
that's lit. A torch. I think my torch is lit right now.
Yeah, it is, fam.
Cool. Hashtag lit.
Well, shall we
I-
take a peek?
Well, I want to take a look at the door. See, do I notice hinges on the north or south side of the door?
The hinges are to the north.
Okay. So, does anybody want me to peek the door open and you guys can take a look, or would you rather hide behind the door and protect yourselves, leaving me completely vulnerable?
I'm right beside you, as
Option
always.
2.
So am I.
Okay.
And I just take a step forward.
I try to plant my back foot and forcefully yet gently try to very slowly crack this door open.
Okay, you can do that.
Okay.
Nice.
With about a 6-inch opening, I see if Orion can kind of look inside.
Sure. You pull the door, and it doesn't seem to be locked or jammed at all, as it slowly pulls towards you so Orion can peek inside.
And I do so.
Hey, look, a little peek.
All right. And I come back over to Jaeger. There's rocks.
Okay. I pull the door like 3/4 open, pretending to be cautious, but at that point it really doesn't do anything.
All right.
And then I just fully open the
I'm
door.
gonna take one quick step, or like a peek. I'm peeking my head in around the door. Yep, just lots of rocks.
As you enter
As I
this
step
area, Orion, you see what you just said. A lot of rocks, all piled upon one another. Rubble everywhere, from floor to ceiling, not leaving a crack or any sight beyond. It seems this area has been completely caved in.
I turn around to Jaeger and say, "It seems this place has been completely caved in."
Hey, dwarf, can you come take a look at these rocks?
And I just come in. And knowing that I have expertise in spelunking and cave type areas, do I see any way to get past these rocks?
Given the size and girth of the rubble that is before you,
The girth.
it looks almost impossible to get past these rocks without some sort of external explosions and a multitude of them.
I'd like to try and turn on my no-clip cheat code and jump through the rocks.
You forget the proper key codes to type in for no clip.
Damn it. Okay. Then I leave the room.
Can I? There's nothing in this at all. Like if I search the rubble, I'm not gonna find. Can I search the rubble?
You can
Just to
certainly
see?
try.
Yeah, let me do that. How do I do that? How am I rolling?
You're pretty good at that type of stuff, right? Like spelunking or cave diving or having to do with
Yeah.
chunks of boulders and whatnot?
Yeah.
Okay, do a perception check with a boon.
One moment.
Well, when she gets out of there, do you want to look at the other door or head back south?
I want to check the other door.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh. Big check.
That big chick.
So you lean in close to the rubble and whatnot, and it looks like just examining the rubble and the rocks itself, you don't see anything useful, but you notice that the elven or elvish ruins that you've been exploring, the texture seems to change with these rocks. These don't look like these were carved or these were pieces of maybe elvish design. They look like a straight up, it was a cavern or a cave at one point.
When I walk back out. Bunch of rocks.
All right.
That's how I leave it.
We're heading to the other door.
Yeah.
So as
I'm
you,
gonna
Looking at the
take a
eyeball.
quick peek down this hallway. Do I see those little creature thingies coming?
No, I'm not looking at the eyeball in the middle.
You would see them on
Shading
your
my
screen.
head with it.
if
Or
you're only if
covering
your
my
token
hear them?
sees it. You hear it. I mean, if you go down, well, you're not where you are now. You hear nothing.
When I went through past that hallway, though.
No,
okay.
not even from there. You didn't really hear anything.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
When you all approach this door, which we can go in a little closer to now,
Hey, look at that.
it looks like the same design as the other door, except this time the handle is more towards the south and the hinge is to the north.
And check my ring to see if it's glowing at all.
No glow whatsoever.
Okay. All right. Orion, same deal.
I'm ready.
And I crack it open 6 inches.
You start to pull the door just barely. I mean to ping.
This room looks much bigger.
I
Can you open it a little more?
Yeah, so I open it about a quarter of the way.
Oh man, I can't see anything from here.
Well, and I take a step back and just kind of open up the door fully.
All right.
There's some sort of pathway, and I'd like to try and sneak through and sort of hide in the shadows.
Okay, so you're gonna try to sneak through the room?
Yeah.
Give me just a second and I will give you some details about this room you opened up. So, just peering into this hallway, it looks long. You can't see in the darkness, but it is exceptionally dark. Go ahead and make a, go ahead and do a stealth check with the boon for me.
Okay. Nope. I continue anyway. I think I'm stealth.
Attaboy.
Sometimes I feel like I'd be better off not knowing those numbers.
I'll turn around and kind of look back at the door. I don't know, guys. This
You
room
noticed,
is really dark and it's spooky.
A pillar to the south when you proceeded forward.
All right, I'm coming in. And I have my torch in one hand, shield up in the other. Kind of searching for Orion with my torch, find him, and make a step towards him.
I just kind of look at the door like, I'll be stealthy too. Can I try and be stealthy?
Sure. That would be a agility check with a bane.
I believe in you.
It's never gonna end. Hold on.
I believe in you.
Oh, I'm so stealthy. I think I'm really stealthy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and come on in anyways.
Sure.
I hear the jingle jangs of Bertha coming into the room behind us. By now, I know exactly what it sounds like.
I'm just plastered against the wall, pretending I'm like invisible.
Jaeger and Orion,
Can't see me.
make perception checks for me.
Got it. Ooh.
I have to stay consistent to my character.
I'm getting my low rolls out, getting them out of the way early tonight, boys.
You can't tell because it's so echoey in here, Jaeger or Orion. But Jaeger, you're kind of sure it might be something, but you think you hear slow, methodical footsteps from the other end.
Neat.
When you say other end, is there like a direction to that?
Oh, yeah, sorry. To the east.
I put my hand on Orion's chest. You hear that?
No. And then I concentrate super hard. Hear what?
The footsteps grow quicker and louder.
Shit, there's something coming.
Do I hear it now?
They're starting to echo, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of dart this way behind this pillar.
I'm gonna make a sort of a wide curvature. Guys, there's something coming.
We're entering combat right where we're at. All right, let's change up some tunes.
I just have a big grin on my face. It wasn't me this time.
They will not get a surprise round since you did hear something coming. And
Oh yeah. The cameras are swapped around.
are they again?
For Teradoc and Bertha.
Yeah.
What? Why? I could fix this. It's gonna be red behind him in a minute, okay? Secret overlay stuff. Here we go.
This is trade secrets.
Great secret. Don't know it. Don't look. Hey, y'all can look again. So who wants to take a fast turn?
As I see them approach, I just face them and take a defensive stance as a fast turn.
Okay, I guess I could show this since they're within range real quick too. These enemies look specifically like this. They look pretty armored.
Okay.
Take a fast turn too. Going to attempt
go
to
ahead.
longbow the southern one.
Okay, let's see it.
And I'm going to take the hide action behind the pillar.
Let's see which. Have a longbow shot? Ooh, that's gonna fly wild.
Play into character.
Do I need to make a roll,
What are you trying to do?
DM? Just basically hide behind the pillar.
Yes, actually, yes. In this situation, you do. But you can do it with
Okay.
a boon.
Okay. And then I get one additional boon for my insulation. I'm just getting them out of the way. I'm getting them out of the way early.
Your steps echo through the chamber, but you can take the rest of your turn. Actually, that was a fast turn, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's all I was trying to do.
Okay. Any other fast turns?
No.
Okay, that's going to bring us to enemy fast turns, which one of these is going to rush right in. And you see glowing eyes in this thing as it's moving towards you, and everyone has full sight of it now. Everyone who can see this, I need to make a will check.
God damn it.
Whoa.
Not what I need.
Oh.
Oh, thank God. I actually beat it this time.
Anyone who rolled lower than a 10, you have the frightened affliction for 1 round.
Okay.
Which I think just imposes a bane on your deck.
I have that in my.
On your character sheets, right under all of your stats. Ton of words.
Oh yeah. I thought I had put it in my spells, but I actually put it in
Attack and challenge rolls.
Yes.
So there's what that is. Everybody gets one bane, or you get a bane if you're frightened, and you also cannot take a fast turn.
Correct. That is going to be the only enemy fast turn, which will bring us to slow turns.
Okay.
Coming in. I'm gonna smack it.
Okay, let's see you do some smacking.
Ooh, got him.
That definitely is going to qualify some smacking as you run up to this thing and just whack him for 5 damage.
Alright, I'm okay here.
I'm gonna come up and do the same.
Yeah, smack him.
Okay, Thrak, as soon as you run up to this one after it gets hit, it glances at you, and you see its sword immediately raise as it goes to swift strike you.
Okay.
Which it absolutely does, as you get gashed across the chest for 8 damage.
Oh,
Wow.
start off hot.
Alrighty.
Start off real hot.
19. Jeez.
Bleeding all over the place.
You may proceed with your turn.
Yeah. So I'm gonna swing my saber at him.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
and you retaliate.
Accept. And is that 5 or more above, I assume?
It definitely is.
Alright, then I'm gonna stab him again.
As you're just cutting into this man, but the second swing, not so good. Your wounds are getting to you as the second swing misses.
Alright.
Any other slow turns? Okay,
I took a fast turn, so.
it's going to bring us to some enemies. This one right here is going to run up. You, Jaeger, and ready some attacks. As it clenches its scimitar, goes for a twin strike. However, we'll do both with a bang because 2 attacks take.
Yeesh.
The
Okay.
first swing cuts into you viciously for 10 damage. As the second swing follows right behind it,
Bye.
this thing just eviscerates you, Jaeger.
No! The fuck are we fighting?
For a total of 21 damage. Good God. What is that? Are you unconscious now? Or defenseless?
Yeah, I gotta update my token, but yeah.
You see Jaeger immediately get cut down to the ground as he seems to be dazed from this barrage of blows. That'll bring us to our other one here, who's going to run up on you, Thrak,
Goodbye, everybody.
and go for a scimitar attack.
Oh, we're good.
Which you see coming, fortunately, as his scimitar, you feel the wind on it just rush past the side of your head. Which that'll bring us to a new round.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to click off the token on stream. My bad, everybody. Any fast turns?
Yeah. I'm gonna smack this
Oh,
bitch.
Jaeger, before anything else, roll d6. Okay, you're still on the ground at the moment. Now we can go fast turns.
I'm gonna smack it. The one in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you
good hit.
you do so as you come around again and just knock the ever-living crap out of this thing. You see a couple of its ribs go flying out of its ribcage as you do 10 damage to him. This thing seems to barely be holding together at the moment.
Oh,
I'll
Jesus.
do a
It's not
fast
dead
turn.
yet? Oh.
I'm going to do unerring darts. I'm going to put 5 into the heavily damaged one. I'm going to put 2 into the southern one to try to distract it from Thrak.
Okay. You fire these darts into the one that seems to be barely holding together, and they stick in just the right places as it stumbles backwards and falls into a pile of bones. And 2 more darts stick into the one to the south. The moment you do,
Oh no.
you know what? Roll a d20.
Me?
Yeah, just d20.
Just a d20.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in you.
This can't be bad at all.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Oh.
the darts stick into him, but he doesn't even seem to glance your direction.
Oh well.
Any other fast turns?
Bye, Thrak.
Alright, in that case, we're going to some enemy fast turns, which they will definitely do, as Bertha, this one, looks towards you and raises its scimitar as it goes for a twin strike, which will put Banes on him. And the first swing
What?
cuts right
Fucking
through your
loaded
defenses
dice.
for 9 damage, followed immediately by another swing,
Fucking loaded dice.
which you seem to
There
be
we
more
go.
prepared for, as it deflects off your large shield.
Bullshit.
This one right here, Frack, is going to make another swing down at you.
Oh no.
Alright. Oh, yeah.
As you, this one just, it's too fast.
Oh god, no.
As it cuts you down to the ground for 6 damage.
Oh no. We've already got 2 people down.
That's the enemy's fast turns. That'll bring us to slow turns.
I will take a slow turn and run out from behind this pillar, or kind of like just a kind of a quiet sprint, I guess you would say,
Mhm.
up behind this one, and pull out my scimitar and make a sneak attack from behind him.
Okay, let's see it.
Any boons?
You failed your hide check earlier, but you know what?
I
Yeah,
was also behind a pillar.
go ahead and get a boon. You failed the hide
Okay.
check. Ooh, and that's gonna make it work because you exceed his defenses and cut into him for 6 damage, followed by another 6 and another stab. You just start laying into this guy.
And then, if that exceeded by 5, I would like to make another attack.
Absolutely. Let's see it. This one, he turns to guard you, and his shield barely doesn't make it at time as you connect again for another 6 damage.
And that ends my turn.
You
Solid turn.
completely just took bone after bone out of this guy as he is. It's actually a mystery how he's still holding together at the moment.
Oh, wow.
Wait, are we on fast or slow?
I'm
Slow.
enraged by seeing Jaeger hit the ground.
Thanks, bud.
I don't know you. I don't know you.
I think that's everybody's turns, right?
Yeah.
So that brings us to a fast round. Who wants to go fast?
Do
I'm
it. Do
expecting
me and
Oh,
Thrak need to roll a
yes,
d6.
end of round. Both Thrak and Jaeger roll a d6.
Ooh, nice Thrak.
Yeah.
Thrak, you immediately come to your senses as you only have 13 damage instead of 14 on you now.
See, I knew you'd be fine.
Oh,
Haven't died yet.
there you go.
You
Uh,
handsome lumberjack.
Jaeger, you're still just you can hear everything going on and you can barely see everything going on, but you just can't move a muscle at the moment.
Mhm.
That'll bring us to another fast round.
Oh shit.
I'll
gonna-
take a. Oh, go
No.
ahead.
I was just gonna say
I'm,
I'm gonna... Sorry?
Sorry.
Okay, you go, I'll wait.
Tyrannic, let's hear
you
it.
go.
I'm darting the one at the bottom.
Okay, are you sending all 4 at him?
It's one dart. It's just bigger than the others.
Oh, you send one fat dart right into this thing's skull as it crushes through and he crumples to the side and stops moving.
Nice.
I'm gonna use my what's it called? I always call it the wrong thing.
You can write
Catch
it
my
down.
breath?
You catch your breath?
Yeah.
I believe it's in your spells. You can just click it, right?
I don't know how to link it.
So,
Sorry. That's it.
oh, you got it. So you are going to heal damage equal to your healing rate. Okay.
Now I'm gonna nimble recovery.
Alright, everyone starts regaining themselves. Any other fast turns?
I'm gonna wait for a slow turn.
Okay. In that case, our scary bone guard here is going to continue its onslaught on you, Bertha,
Bring it.
with another twin strike. And here is
Defend.
the first one,
Hold.
Oh,
which strikes you for 8 more damage. Before you can even cough at the blood you're coughing up right now, another scimitar swing is coming right at you, which cuts into you again for another 9 damage. Are you still standing?
yeah.
Okay. That's gonna bring us to slow
I ain't
turns.
no bitch.
I will run up to his side, and I will take a swing at him with my scimitar.
All right.
Nope.
He just is able to barely get out of the way as you're swinging.
I blew my load on the first turn.
I think that was everybody, right? Jaeger,
Jaeger.
go ahead and roll a d6.
That's 6. Ah.
Okay, Jaeger, you fall and start losing consciousness as you are not dead, but you are no longer aware of what's going on around you.
Yep.
That'll take us to a new turn. Fast turns.
I'll attack again. That'll do it.
You finally cut through his defenses as you hit him for 2 damage, and you exceed his defense.
I exceeded it by 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then I'll roll again.
As you start just chain stabbing, just cut, non-stop on this thing's back. The final cut, however, he finally turns towards you with his shield and deflects the blow.
12. End of the turn.
Any other fast turns?
Slow.
Yeah, might as well just take one.
Okay.
Oh shit, do I still have one? I do. Nope. I'm just gonna beat him.
So you beat him.
Yeah.
You
go.
definitely smash some more bones off of this guy for 6 damage.
Come on, Bertha, earn that bandana.
And everyone else doing slows?
Yep.
Alright, in that case, the enemy will take a fast turn, as it will again go for a twin strike. But it's going to divide it up first. Orion, as it was turning to you to block that blow, it's going to take 1 swing at you.
Okay.
Which I believe
That
you
is
see
going
coming
to miss.
as you dodge out of the way of this heavy-handed blow.
Thank baby Jesus.
He follows around to you, Bertha, and tries to cut downward at you.
No! No, he doesn't.
Which,
you little
seeing how prepared Orion was for this swing, you just hold your shield up in hope as it smashes into your shield.
Little bitch.
That'll bring us to slow turns.
I'm gonna move in and swing my saber at him.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brad prepares
Yeah,
a
fuck with
barrage of
gas.
blows as you cut and then cut and then cut again. And that's 4. Okay, and on after that third cut, you see him start stumbling and then hit the ground and stop moving.
I immediately run over to Jaeger and try to stabilize him, if I can.
That's
My
right.
plan.
Get in
So,
here.
seeing Jaeger having passed out seconds before, I'm going to put a light heal onto him.
Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, buddy. I'm like slapping his face.
Jaeger, you feel life return to you. Your eyes finally open up.
Fuck.
You You're not gonna let a couple skeletons get the best of you. Come on, buddy, get up.
Well, maybe y'all shouldn't run in head first, you know. I just look really proud of myself.
Give her a
for not
fucking
getting knocked out.
anime just.
Nani?
Do we hear anything else coming? Do we feel safe at this point in time?
Besides your laughter and talking, the halls echo with your voices, but you don't think you hear anything else? Do you want to make a perception check to see if you do?
I would very much like to.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
I don't hear a thing. We're fine, guys. All right, let's get set.
Seems that way.
I'd like to take a look at the sabers that these things are holding. How do they look? Are they old and like rotted?
They look very old, like quite old, and a little bit elvish too. From the looks of it though, it seems like they could still hurt folks pretty good.
Well, as we've seen, demonstrated.
Yeah.
You do notice, just looking at their bodies, that they all have bows on their backs as well.
What type of bow? Is that a longbow?
Yes, actually they are. Very old.
I will take one longbow.
Okay.
Do they have arrows with them?
They do. They all have quivers on them.
Checking the middle one for arrows. How many does it have? And quiver, yeah. The quiver too, I guess, yeah.
Just to save a little time, we'll say they all had 10 arrows ready to go.
Okay.
I want to take one of the sabers and just.
As do I.
Sure.
sort of
I guess
sheath
there's
it
6
on.
sabers in total, yeah.
Scimitars, but yes. There's
Scimitars.
3 scimitars total.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
But they were using Twin Strike.
Right, they were swinging with one saber twice.
Okay.
I'm going to
Well-
grab one of those quivers worth of arrows.
I'm gonna take one of these longbows to fund a healing potion, apparently.
Just so you know, a scimitar is 1d6 plus 1 damage. It's a one-handed weapon and finesse-based.
Looking over my teammates, who looks worse off?
Well,
Bertha right now.
it seems most of your team seems to be bleeding in multiple spots.
That's what I
I'm
thought
like-
you'd say.
I'm like cracking the gears in my neck, like just kind of stretching out.
Well, I know we literally just slept, but it probably is not a bad idea if we take another rest. Nothing happened to us last time.
I agree.
So that'll go into
Probably
Bertha.
Check the room.
Okay. Yeah, you get healed a little bit up, Bertha, as Tyradek puts his hand on your shoulder.
Half your healing rate. Rounding down.
And I'm going to step over to Thrak and do the same.
Thank you.
You alright, little buddy?
I still have my shield
I've
up,
been better.
but I'm just gonna like
Um,
walk around.
do one of them still have the bow, that bow and arrow on their back?
One by me does.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to it. I want to pick up the bow, and I say, "1 second, Bertha,"
And I stop.
and I take an arrow out of the quiver, and I look back to Tyradek, and I say, "Can you spare a light?"
I think I can do that. That's good for an hour.
And I kind of hold up an arrow.
Are you casting light on the arrow, Tyradek?
Yes.
Okay. So you hold out your hand and touch the tip of this arrow and just see it suddenly become a bright, shining light.
And I'd like to aim. I'd like to knock the arrow, aim it, and I'd like to shoot it just down as far as I can to the east.
Okay. I'll say at minimum, even if you don't do well, you can do it there. But go ahead and roll a d20 for me. Oh, we'll say right there. Stay right there.
Can you refocus the map for the stream?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Go here.
So just roll. You said just roll a d20.
Since you're not attacking anything specific and just firing to the distance. Okay, that's good enough. We'll say that arrow goes far, as it makes it way over into the darkness. Give me just a second here to whip out light sword.
Oh Jesus, that's way.
Neat.
Holy crap! This is a big room.
And the light is it 30 feet, Tyrannic?
No, it's like 15 feet. It's like 5 yards, I think.
Oh, so it's actually smaller than what we see on the board?
You say 5 yards?
Yeah.
Oh, 5 yards.
That's
That's
25 feet.
yeah. So we'll
Or,
go
I'm sorry. Yeah, 15. Yeah.
up the. There you go.
Checking that. Yeah, 5 yards.
Yeah. So 15 feet. Okay. Did I see anything? Did we see anything as it traveled?
Actually, yeah, you did. Let me just. Where? That's basically what you saw. Just tons of hallway.
Okay.
Seeing the arrow just shoot down into nothingness, I go, maybe we should head back into the main room and just close that door back up and rest in there.
I don't know. I mean, we've probably cleared everything out in here. Nothing else has come while you were healing up.
You want to go walk back there and check then?
Yeah, I don't think we're in a condition for probably.
I'm checked.
We know. I'll say let's go back to the main room. Let's go.
Yeah.
Everyone moving back to the main room
Heading
then?
that way. Yep.
Yep.
I just start walking that way, giving a sense that I'm not debating for myself.
Yeah. And as we start to make our way in there, I want to grab one of these bodies by the back of its collar and drag it with me.
Okay. I'll pull it as soon as you
reason
get to
you're
where you're
grabbing
going.
Yes.
I'm gonna refocus in the main room here.
We haven't seen any rivers lately, so I'm kind of curious what you're doing here.
We'll find one.
And as folks start to come back in, as I'm winding Orion up, knowing he's gonna stay awake, I say, "I hope you guys can sleep through those screams again." And
And
then,
with that, I just start walking back away from the screen.
and then I go to my corner from last time.
I'm gonna go in that top room.
We just like woke up like an hour ago at tops.
Well, you don't have to sleep for a rest. You just need to chill.
I want to take, once everybody's in, I want to take this corpse and I want to almost like fold it up into a little like cannonball, and I just want to shove it against the door with my foot, just right at the foot of the door.
So you're making a doorstop.
Yeah.
Okay. You shove that corpse as best to the door as you can, that is also pulled shut.
And I'll go up with Jaeger,
Okay.
and we'll huddle closely together. I'm glad you're okay, buddy.
So,
Me too.
since you guys just rested, that means you cannot technically rest for 24 hours, and then you need to rest 8 hours. So, are we spending the next 32 hours here?
Well, it would be the next 24 hours, right? Because
We're gonna be
16
so
hours on top of
late
the
on
8 would be
picking up this
24,
damn-
and then 8 to rest.
Yes, that's correct.
So a
We're
full
gonna be
day.
late on picking up our shit. It's gonna be like a month later by the time we get there.
We said we'd get to it.
I can burn a bunch of magic to maybe get one of you to a fighting state, and we try to press on.
But will you have any magic left if we get back into another battle?
I can swing a few darts, but that's going to be about it.
I mean, when we looked last time, nothing had been in here for a long time based on what I saw. We were the first ones in here for I don't know how long, and nothing bothered us on the 8 hours.
Yeah, just look how old the last tenants were, and I point back to the skeleton I crumpled up next to the door.
I think we're fine to hang out here until these wounds mend a bit. You know,
That's what
other
I'm
than
hoping
her.
for.
And I point towards the orb.
I don't have anywhere to be.
If we're just gonna sit around, before we get sitting, I want to take a look at that orb and attempt to put a dart into it just to see if it's breakable.
Ooh, that's a brave. That's a bold move, Cotton.
Wait, did you say
I know.
the
I can
orb or
tell.
the see-through glass?
The see-through glass. We'll go for the see-through glass.
Okay. In that case,
I take the hide action.
are you shooting a? I guess shoot a dart at it.
All right.
Oh, okay. So is that one fat dart or 4 little darts?
That's one fat dart.
Okay, you charge up another dart that goes a little bit bigger than the rest, as it hits right into that glass and completely shatters and falls below as you hear it hitting the ground. And it sounds like it hit something metal.
I turn to Jaeger. Did you hear that? And I turn around and look, and I see Taratic.
The
What
orb
did you do?
vanishes.
Ooh. It just vanishes in thin air. Does it fall into the hole in the floor?
Vanishes in thin air.
Jesus.
And you
So
can actually see down below now, Taratic.
Okay. That's interesting. What do I see?
Looking down into the hole, you see what looks like a goldenish bow with some glowing red crystals in it.
I'm going to cast Sense Magic real fast.
Okay.
And I will inspect carefully.
I have no idea any of this is happening. I just went in the other room and laid down.
All right, you definitely sense magic. Where specifically though? Are you placing it? Or is it just on
centered
you?
on me. It's on me, so I'll sense magic nearby me.
Is that how many feet is that, or yards?
It's I believe 15 yards for that as well. I'm checking that.
Okay, well, you know what, for
Guys.
this sake, we'll say it's at least 10 yards. So you do absolutely sense magic coming from below you.
It's a 5 yard. Sorry, my bad. I would have had to get a little closer.
Well, I'll still say you sense it. Whatever. You could see it. It's glowing red.
Jaeger, can you bring your ring over here for a second? I seem to have found something.
I just very uncomfortably stand up from my seated position and kind of start somewhat limping over towards the orb.
Okay.
Standing on the edge of the hole, I hold my hand directly above the hole to see if my ring is glowing.
Your ring is not glowing.
I peer down and I try to take a look to estimate about how deep the hole looks to be from the bow.
Just since you can actually see down there, because it's kind of lit, but kind of not. It's a very red Sith-looking glow, but you can see it's about 30 feet, give or take, or 10 yards.
Well, as of right now, this doesn't appear to be anything dangerous, but that's not a hole I'd like to jump down.
This pit, it's got like walls to it, right?
The hole?
So,
Yeah.
question: was I able to hear that glass shatter from like in this other room up here?
Yes, the room you're in is very large and dome-shaped, so everything in here echoes.
Well, I would have come back in at that. Let's just pretend I started walking.
The walls of this hole are now kind of a little bit glassy. It was a brass-looking ring with a red dome going upward, which you have shattered. There's tiny little red like shards lining all around the sides.
I'll go down.
Yeah, send the dwarf down.
And that was how we lost the dwarf.
I have some
Again.
rope, and my buddy here makes for a fine anchor.
So
I do
send
that
me
well.
down and bring me right back up.
Okay, Orion, why don't you sit at the edge? I'll sit behind you and tie this rope to Bertha's waist, and I make that tie. I hand the bundle of rope to Orion and take a seat directly behind him, grabbing the excess rope behind Orion.
Yep, and I take the rope and I wrap it. I go to kneel and I wrap the rope one time around my leg, and then tie it around Bertha, and grab onto it so I can kind of like a pulley almost.
Okay.
Seeing as I'm
Throw the dwarf down the hole. Can I verify that this is like almost like a well type looking thing instead of a giant room down there?
Yeah, you can actually verify that pretty easily just from where you're looking, because it doesn't go very deep down in one direction. It goes down maybe a couple feet and opens up completely.
So it looks like a room down there.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, in you go.
Before I go all the way down, I'd like to stick my head through the hole.
Sure.
Do I see anything?
You see a bowl with some shards in it that seems to be glowing faintly, and the entire room seems to have a dim red light.
Is there any way I could get a picture of that?
Yes, you can go down there.
I take the potion that's in my bag and I drink it real fast.
All right. You feel its restoration properties. Close up a few of your wounds, but definitely not all of them.
All right.
If you're going down there, then maybe I should wish you luck real fast.
Yeah.
And that'll be a half healing rate again.
And remove one
That's not
insanity
what
if
it
you
was
have one.
supposed to do.
It's one of the things.
Might be.
So you really going down in this hole?
I am a
Oh, hey,
spelunker.
Thrak.
That's what I do.
This just seems like a bad idea, but whatever.
Oh,
You do
Agreed.
you.
And I turn around and give Thrak a thumbs up.
To be fair, me and Orion were dwarf tossing champions in one town we visited.
That's right. What was that town called? Bearhold, I believe.
Don't you usually toss them up in those competitions?
Yeah, but they usually come down.
Okay.
Usually.
Mhm.
Unless wizards are involved. And then it's a totally different endeavor.
They're cheaters.
Don't look at me. I blow things up, not throw them up.
Alright. I'm going down into the hole.
Okay, you grab hold of the rope and start descending down. Let me update your token real quick.
I start
Feeding it.
feeding rope to Orion.
Yep. And I'm feeding it around my leg and then down.
Being an expert in spelunking, surely.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm
Can I see
going
the
to I'm gonna open my hidden compartment in my arm with my blade in it, just in case I need to cut this rope real fast.
Okay.
I'm not getting dragged down into a pit with Bertha.
So I just assume I'm like Mission Impossible, like floating in the middle of the air and shit.
You are Tom Cruise right now.
Is there any way I can like? So the bow's like right below me, right?
The bow?
Didn't you say there was a bow in
There's a
there?
gold bow.
No.
Yeah.
Bowl.
Oh,
Bowl. I heard bow too.
sorry. I heard bow.
Well,
Also heard bow.
Yeah. Also
Whatever.
heard both.
there is a gold bowl with red
Win a
shards
rest life
in
over a
it.
bowl.
It's not directly down. It's a little to the side. But you should be able to see it right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bertha, as you're descending, you notice that the walls, even the ceiling around you and the floor, are all very reflective. Like, it's almost like the red light is glistening off the walls and whatnot.
Alright, alright.
Everything all right down there?
It's very shiny. Shit.
I'm just listening intently.
I'm preparing to pull
So-
on the rope.
So looking around, the only thing I see is the bowl, which is that thing right there, right?
Looking around besides the reflective surfaces, yes, all you can see is that bowl and some red light emanating out of it.
Alright, I'd like to listen. Do I hear any movement or anything? Like,
It is pin drop silent. You are right now, aside from your friends above, occasional talking, heavy breathing, and your own.
I'll kind of holler down. I'll say, I bet if you pick up that bowl, something awful will happen.
yeah. I
I'll
don't
take that
want
bet.
the ball.
Oh, so you want to go down there for nothing?
We should. I should have
Do I
probably
still
given her
have
the
the-
ring.
Do I still have the vial from that potion I just drank?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw that shit at the bull.
Yeah.
Get ready to pull me up.
You're gonna throw a bottle at the bull.
Hold on. Before you do that, I slip off the ring while kind of holding onto the rope with the hand that I'm taking the ring off on, and I take the ring off, and I say Teratic, and Teratic, take the other rope out of my pack and lower this ring towards the bowl.
I've got my rope. I can grab that and use it to get it down to her.
Okay.
Now, before that happens, Bertha, did you throw that vial?
No, I was getting ready to.
Okay.
I was also getting ready to cut that
I
rope.
see you. I see you, DM. I see you.
Rope with a ring tied into like a knot on the rope coming down to you.
Okay.
Okay. I say the words in common. I don't remember what they were.
Is the rope being lowered right now
it's
to you,
been
Bertha?
taken from me. Yeah.
Or okay, well we'll say yeah, y'all are lowering it. As it's making its way towards you, Bertha, you start to you think of the phrase, takes a moment, but you start reciting it. Before you even get a word out, the ring starts glowing dim blue.
I don't want to be down here. And I
Is
just
it
go,
glowing?
Yes.
Fuck that. Let's
I start
go.
pulling her. I start pulling her up.
You feel tugging,
start-
Bertha. as you're-
I start trying to climb the rope too. Seeing as I'm an expert spelunker, I feel like I would be good at that.
Okay, and that's not much issue there. As you start climbing the rope up, and they're pulling you, it actually makes it a little awkward. It's like you're adding slack to the rope, and suddenly there's no slack. So,
Stop moving.
but you do scale out and pop back out the hole. Let's see here.
From here, does it look like we have a line where we could hit it with a projectile?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. That was my next question.
Well, that bowl is full of fuckery.
I have this vial. You could throw that down there.
Now, before we go and start throwing things everywhere, should we maybe take a moment and self-assess how we're actually doing? Are we ready to fight another one of those giant statues, or something worse if it decides to come out of this hole?
Absolutely
Gotta be pretty
fucking not.
small.
Then maybe we shouldn't be doing this.
That's a great idea. I
Thrak?
give Jaeger the ring back,
look
by
at
the
Thrak.
way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Thanks.
Input?
Oh yeah, no, I mean, right now I just want to lay down. Y'all can kill yourselves going down that hole if you want to, but I'm not a part of it.
The ring is
I
also no
creep
longer
back
glowing.
to my corner.
I don't think that hole or that bowl are gonna be anywhere different tomorrow.
They absolutely will not, and I could really use a long rest.
And if they are in a different spot, we've probably got bigger problems.
So?
I say, come on, Jaeger. Let's go to our corner.
Let's rest up. We'll reconvene in some hours.
Just walk off.
Everyone
And
goes
I'm
to
just
their
gonna sit
respective
up
corners.
against the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bertha,
How much
what,
time passed in that exercise, DM?
I will say, since you've started, it's maybe only been like 30 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah, damn. Okay. So we need to rest for a full 24 hours to have an 8-hour benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm okay with that. Anybody else have a problem?
I got no problem.
24 hours.
Y'all are all back here.
I'm
Hi.
going to cast spell recovery, regain a light heal, and put a light heal into Thrakir.
Okay. Start to feel a little bit better, Thrak.
I take a healing potion out and I toss it over to Jaeger. Bottoms up, friend.
Thanks. That's
And I'm gonna take a healing potion myself.
I look down at my pack. I see I've got one healing potion left, and I just kind of sigh internally.
drinking this healing potion. I kind of I think it's spoiled knowing it came from that shitty vendor in the town.
That it did.
Not the one I
Alright.
gave you.
Oh, okay. Well, then this was great.
Yeah.
This one tastes fine.
Delicious, actually.
It's delicious. Oh god.
I've had these since Crossings.
Oh man, that tasted like this one woman I knew in town a couple of years ago.
So
All
we're
right, DM, we're gonna take a 24-hour rest for an 8-hour benefit.
okay. In that case, I guess let it begin. Orion, are you just kind of standing behind the statue?
Yeah, and I'll occasionally kind of walk out and make sure the body that I put up next to the door is still there, and I'll kind of walk over. I'm gonna be behind the statue, but I'll kind of change sides, and I'll just kind of go look out each side every now and again.
Okay.
Sentry mode, engage.
About an
Oh.
hour goes by, Orion, and you notice there's no screaming whatsoever.
This is much more peaceful than last night. Or day, or whatever time it is.
A few more hours pass, and I need you to make a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. So you're kind of patrolling back and forth, just listening. Everything out of the ordinary. It's very quiet. Very, very echoey in here. You don't really hear anything out of the ordinary. Again, you're in a large area, so think cave sounds. Occasionally you might hear water dripping and whatnot, but nothing significant as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Hey, GM.
Mm-hmm.
I only need like the 8-hour rest. I assume during the rest of the time I'm studying my notes on spellery and that type of thing.
Sure.
Do I need to make a perception roll as well at some point?
Oh, you weren't sleeping.
I only needed the 8-hour sleep for the actual spell recovery.
Have you started sleeping yet?
No, because we just got up.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me then.
All right.
Okay. Again, similar to Orion, you hear the echoes of what you'd expect to hear in a cavern because this place is so large. One thing that strikes you a little odd, though, is it sounded like droplets of water, maybe, but if you listen more intently, it sounds like splashing or so coming from the north.
From directly north?
Boy.
Yes.
I'm going to take a few steps. Is it still coming from north of me, or is it more of a west now?
As you take a few steps and you're just focusing in on it, it does sound absolutely like splashing from the north.
Brian, I need to check on something real quick. If I'm not back in, say, 2 minutes, get ready for trouble.
I kind of, if I could have a more confused expression, I would. So I just kind of tilt my head, and I want to sneak up just to the edge of the wall here, and occasionally just peer around. But I want to try and stay hidden if there is something coming.
Okay.
Have
Every
I,
step you're taking right now, Teratic, you can hear the echoes through the hallway.
Does this water look deeper now that I'm to it?
You suddenly hear an intense amount of splashing rushing towards you, Tyrannic. As I'm afraid I have to put you into combat.
Okay, I'm in combat. I'm going to.
Well, hold on. We gotta change the tunes for it.
Recenter the camera.
Yep. And I gotta make it to where everybody can see you because I can't see you right now. Hold on just a second. Your token's been the only one that I can't.
He's a sneaky boy.
Yeah, he's so sneaky. Even the GM can't see him. There we go.
Yeah, I've been awake because of our recent rest. Do I hear anything from this northern wall sort of going on?
Ryan, you absolutely hear the splashing now, by the way. And Jaeger, did you fall asleep immediately in the last 4 hours?
No, because we just took that sleep.
Oh, you were just chilling?
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't. I thought everybody was taking a rest immediately. Okay, well, yeah, you can hear the splashing. Whoever's not asleep could hear the splashing, and very much so.
Okay.
So in that case, you all can be a part of this.
But do we want to be?
No, we don't.
I'm definitely asleep.
Okay, Tyrannic, you hear something splashing towards you with haste. What would you like to do?
I would like to expend an fast action to flee south and yell.
Okay.
I lean over to Ryan. What's all that noise?
I don't know.
Trouble's coming.
Get behind the wall, and I kind of
Jesus.
grab Jaeger and I push him behind the wall.
Okay, that will be his fast turn because we're in fast turns right now. So
That's Jaeger's fast turn?
Well, actually, I guess that could be your fast turn since you grabbed and moved him.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then I'm just gonna tell Jaeger, get back to the statue.
I will use my fast turn to move behind Orion, and seeing who's that up there? Tyrannic run back. I run. There we go.
Yeah, and I will dash back behind the statue.
Okay. Anyone else taking some fast turns? Bertha, Thrak, unless y'all were asleep, y'all are involved in this too, so you can do something if you want.
I
I
swear
was
to God, if it's
asleep.
another chain.
Well, I'm really far away, so.
I'm gonna kind of step out and say, "What's going on?"
We don't know.
Why are you shouting then?
And I just kind of point over to the hallway, the northern hallway.
I'll take a turn to go this way.
Okay. That'll bring us to some enemy fast turns. You hear splashing and now splatters on the steps as this thing is taking the dash movement.
This thing.
Oops. Boom bones around. Boom bones around again.
I don't know if you need to update the camera for the stream or not.
As this thing rushes right into your face, Tyrannic.
Update camera.
Oh no, it's good. It's good right now. And you see very clearly as it's running up to you, this looks very familiar to those flesh, blood-covered freaks you fought before.
That's what I thought.
And you hear more splashing as another enemy is going to take dash action.
Oh no.
As you barely see on the outskirts of your vision that something else is rushing in. That'll bring us to some slow turns.
I'm going to have a triggered action. I want to knock an arrow into my bow, and as soon as I see an enemy come in through that hallway into my vision, I'm gonna take a sneaky shot.
Okay. I think everyone else used fast turns just to kind of move out a bit. Which would mean that's everyone's turn, because everybody went fast, except a round. That's a new round. Let's take a fast turn. Let's adjust down a bit now.
There you go. I'm gonna
This
wait.
thing having caught up to me, I'm going to cast Burning Beam into it, point blank range, because I'm
Oh,
hoping
shit.
maybe I'll actually blind this thing.
That's a brave move.
That's it.
Yeah,
You're trying to shoot its eyes, or is that just an effect of the spell?
it's affected the spell.
Oh.
It,
Make a will attack against the target's agility.
Okay, so that's 13
And it's
versus
not more than
agility?
20. yeah.
Okay. As this thing gets in your face, you hold out your hand and fire a blazing bright red beam right at it. And as soon as it leaves your hand, it ducks to the side and gets right up in your face.
Oh.
Take it that was a miss.
Yes.
Not even a near miss.
It seemed to juke like it was almost Matrixy how it dodged your move. Put it that way.
Yikes.
Good
High
to know.
agility. High agility.
Any other fast turns?
No, I'm still waiting on my triggered action.
Okay. In that case, another enemy is going to take a fast turn and keep running up to you, Radek. As it approaches your side.
Here.
And the one that caught up to you will take a fast turn and start swiping at you.
That's a hit.
As it rakes into you when you fired your beams and it got right in your face. And when this thing rakes into you, got a 20 plus,
Yep.
it rips into your flesh, dealing another d6 of damage.
I am downed.
Okay, well that's... It puts you on the ground, it hits you so hard.
Does it anyway.
Well, actually, no. I thought it was just a straight D6 damage. I am still up with 2.
Oh, there we go, okay. Well, that'll put you at 11 out of 13.
Yeah.
That will take us to slow turns.
Fuck. God damn it, Tyrannic.
I will move back behind the statue next to Orion and arm a triggered action for a bow shot, similar to how he has.
Okay.
So, in a slow turn, can I move twice my movement or just one? I'm sorry, I'm confused on that.
You can take an action to dash,
Yeah.
which is double your movement speed.
So you could technically move double your movement speed and then your movement itself. And move a shitload on your slow turn if you wanted.
I just want to dash.
Right, but where you want to move?
There.
You just want to move to there? Okay, you can make that. You dash up to the corner and take cover. Your footsteps echoing hard throughout this entire area as you rush up there. Any other slow turns?
I'm gonna kind of fall back a little bit and kind of aim my crossbow over to the hallway to shoot if I see a threat.
Okay. That's anyone else? Still holding triggered action on the side. Jaeger moved back more, right?
Yeah, I moved 2 steps back and armed my triggered action to fire as soon as I see an enemy.
Okay. In that case, that'll bring us to a new round. Who's taking a fast turn?
Nope.
I will take a fast turn. It'll probably be my last turn, so I'm trying to make it good. I am going to
Pull them into the hallway.
That's my plan. I'm going to attempt to dash past these, and I know I'm going to take a hit on this, but if I get closer when I fall, that's my goal. Just trying to get back to the group.
How far are you moving? Like, are you at least going that far or more?
Yeah, I'm just attempting to make it all the way into the next room.
You will take 2 triggered attacks if you do this.
Ooh,
I know.
boy.
Okay, in that case, this one sees you trying to move away and swipes its claws at you. Which you... Wait, is that your defense?
That's my defense.
Which just barely catch your back as you feel the claws scrape down and you fall face first before you could even start running. Fall face first right there. And
Got
I'm
it.
now incapacitated and defenseless.
I'm marking those things now. Also, my token will change.
Oh, that's right. You got that covered?
I got that covered.
Excellent. Any other fast turns?
Waiting.
Okay. In that case,
I'm waiting for one of them to come by, and then I'm gonna smack the shit out of it.
one of our...
Actually, I don't have that covered. Seems I can't drag it out.
Oh, I got you. Just a second here. As you revert back to your more wooden and mud and magical form. Bertha, I think you barely have line of sight to this. Well, as this one, now seeing you turn to this thing and stop moving, is going to turn and start running down the hallway. And it notices you, Bertha. It just gets right up in your face. Jaeger and Orion, you both see this thing turn the corner with its claws and arms spread wide as you see
My action is triggered.
blood and gore dripping from this thing, as it seems to be covered in flesh and just random muscle tissue all over. And again, it looks very similar to those weird things you fought in that cave.
I let loose my arrow.
Yep. Tink tink.
Let's see some triggered actions fly. Bertha, Jaeger, and Orion.
Smack the shit out of it.
Any boons for
Mhm.
surprise?
Turns
Turns the corner. Oh shit!
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'd say add a boon since y'all were prepared, and it heard footsteps, but it didn't know where they were.
Okay.
I get a boon too?
You can do it too, Bertha.
Ha!
Okay. As all of you let loose your attacks at the same time, and two arrows stick right into him. And a morning star crushes it right in the guts. And yes,
Does mine exceed by 5?
it definitely did.
Okay. 1 second, sorry. That is forceful strike.
We're just
Okay.
pumping this thing full of damage.
As this barrage of arrows and swings hits this thing, it just gets knocked back and back again
Mike.
as pieces of its body start hitting the floor, and it falls back.
Thanks, Mike, for donating 500 bits. We now have a fortune. Which,
Very
DM,
good.
correct me if I'm wrong, fortune can make a 1d6 a6, is that correct?
That is correct.
Taratic, I suggest you take this fortune and auto-roll your 6 for revival.
Not a bad idea.
Hold on to it. We'll see if I make another round first.
Well,
Alright, we're
just
get-
take the fortune.
just take the compliment.
Fucking take it.
Take the fortune.
Fine.
We'll see if you need it, but have the fortune in your inventory.
Yeah.
All right, I'm at it. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Mike. We appreciate you. Hope you have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by.
You guys have felled this thing completely as it hits the ground.
I give a fist bump to Jaeger.
And I
And
wait
nod.
for the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna bring us to the other one, which is gonna take its fast turn. It sees its lifeless body of something that looks similar to it, kind of hops over it and sees you, Bertha, and then you and Jaeger and Orion around the corner. And it's gonna end its turn there. Any slow turns? I think Thrak, you're the only one left, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna hold tight and shoot anything that is threatening to me.
That's right. You can't see it right now, can you?
Nope.
Okay. In that case, that's going to bring us to a new round. Who wants to take a fast turn? Oh, that's right. Yep, Taratic. Good call. Still unconscious. Or not unconscious. Still defenseless.
I'll take another bow and arrow shot.
All right.
Nice.
This
God
shot
damn.
is lined up perfectly as you shoot it right
Fuck.
above Bertha's head, and it almost goes through her hair, centered on the chest of this thing.
Have you been practicing in the off season?
I lean over to Jaeger and say, I'm figuring this thing out.
Yeah, apparently.
When I wake up, I'm never gonna believe it.
Is there anything else to that? You rogues always trick me up.
Yes.
You succeeded by 5.
Absolutely. 11 damage total.
Oh.
All right.
And if I succeeded by 5, I'll take another shot.
That did happen. That absolutely happened. As you quickly notch another arrow and fire it off. This one, however, he seems to be able to get out of the way of.
I guess I still need a little more work.
Any other fast turns? Okay. That'll bring us to an enemy fast turn, who is going to try to take some swipes at you, Bertha.
No, wait.
Hmm?
No, my triggered action was I wanted. Okay, sorry. I did want to hit him as a fast turn.
Okay, go ahead and take your swing then. And that was very close. My finger's on the submit button.
Ha! Oh.
As you come around with your Morning Star and it's able to dodge out of the way again and immediately try to rake upward at you. Which
1 to 20.
Which it does for 5 damage as it just gets right through your shield.
Huh.
But you are correct, at least it was not a 20 plus. Any other fast turns? Oh no, that was a fast turn. Slow turns.
Yep, taking a slow turn. I'm gonna move up and try to knock another arrow. Well, does knocking an
A
arrow
longbow
take a
does not
turn?
have reload.
Okay,
No.
okay.
Correct.
All right, so gonna shoot a longbow at this thing.
All right, and your shot flies a little bit wild as too much action going on up there.
They have slippery bodies.
They sure do. I'm
That's
also shooting behind Bertha.
their
so-
bodies actually do look very slippery as well and gory.
See him now, so I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at him.
Okay.
There
And
it
this
is.
bolt
Nice.
whistles through the air as it sinks right into this thing's shoulder for another 4 damage.
+1. +6.
6.
There we go.
11. Yikes.
Oh wow, God, all the rogue numbers trick me. All right, it's just this bolt. It seems to just have, as it travels through the air, it seems to somehow go faster and faster as it lands into this thing with such force. You're able to hit him for 11 damage. It's still standing, but I'd say
Wow,
it looks
extra
bloody, but its
slippery.
whole body, yeah, it looks even more slippery than before. We will say that.
It's extra slippery.
And I believe that's everyone, so Tyrannic, you are still incapacitated at the moment. Which will bring us to fast turns.
Smack it.
Alright, that's gonna smack.
So you smack it.
Yeah.
You do! You come around finally and just backhand this thing with your Morning Star as its front of its face just goes crumbling off. It stumbles and hits the ground.
Dude, we turned that first one into a fucking pincushion.
Which will bring us out of combat.
So what happened there, guys?
I'll kind of begrudgingly walking
Where's-
up.
Tyrannic, roll another d6 for me.
Where's Tyrannic?
Do with a fortune.
I like 5.
Fortune.
Tyrannic, your eyes start to dim as you go unconscious.
Why didn't you use the fortune?
Your teammates walk up talking to you, saying something about fortune, but you cannot hear them.
It's too late now.
I think the last thing I remember was a couple of arrow shafts going a little bit above me.
I grab each of these 2 slippery bodies, like one by a wrist and one by a foot, and I start dragging them. And as I'm talking back to Thrak, I'll say, well, Tyrannic heard something down the hallway, and in his infinite wisdom decided to go check it out firsthand
check it
by
out.
himself.
He's gonna get us killed doing that one of these days.
Yep, and I have both the bodies, and I'm just dragging them, and I take them, and I want to throw them in the water.
Make
I,
a perception check for me with Boone, first Orion,
Boy. Okay.
as you're dragging these bodies.
Why? I'm too pissed off.
Yeah.
As you grab these bodies and start pulling them, you notice you're having a hard time holding on to them, but they're not resisting, so regardless of their slipperiness, you're able to drag them. You keep glancing back at them, and finally you start to notice that the bits of skin and flesh of it, you think you see a snout on part of the flesh on one of them?
The pigs. I turn around. I notice that, and I immediately turn around and I start dragging them back towards the party.
All right. They
And you do?
I bring them right here, and I lay them to where they're like face up, and I'll look at Thrak and Bertha and say, "Look, do you notice anything special about these slippery-bodied freaks?"
So as Orion's saying that, I pop open the healing potion in my inventory and pour it down Tyradic's mouth.
Okay. Tyraddic,
I mean,
you feel your wood go back together and your mud reform a little bit as you heal for your healing rate.
All right.
Healing potions are magic, so it's like a healing spell.
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to know what jumps out about these creatures, since everything about them kind of jumps out to me.
I pop open my hidden compartment, shoot my dagger into my hand, and I go down and I slice off the pig nose, and I just hold it up towards Thrak.
How many of those we gotta find in here? You remember how many he said?
Nope. That
All right,
was
looks like-
years ago.
Looks like 2. Anything else we can grab on the way out?
Do they both have pig snouts, or just one?
Examining the other one, you do find a snout on its body somewhere.
I cut that one off too.
From the ground, I'm going to mutter in a very pained voice, I think there were 3.
I'll turn around and look. Do I hear anything? Any water sloshing around?
Pretty quiet, echoey at the moment, just you guys.
All right, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Well, I was gonna throw him in the water, but maybe not now. Not if there's another one lurking out there.
Yeah, I think we should just gather our things and leave.
I want to walk towards Tyraddic, and I want to take my finger and just touch his shoulder and kind of push him against the wall just a little bit.
I'm going to flinch and go,
next- Yeah, the next time you want to run off by yourself, do us a favor and just, well, don't. But if you do, don't bring them back here. Let them eat you. I remove
Damn.
my finger and walk away.
So, sleeping here apparently is not a good idea. Do we want to head back to that little elven place about 15 minutes from here and rest up there?
Why don't we just take these 2 snouts and say that's all we got?
There's got to be something down here worth being down here for.
Yeah, I'm not done here.
Maybe we sleep in the little room out of the main hallway where things apparently run through and try to kill us at.
Well, what
Or
about the little room with
the
the
rock
cave-in?
room.
Yeah.
That's the one I
can-
was talking about.
Okay.
Barricade ourselves.
I'd
Yeah.
rather go back to the elf place.
I don't
Well-
think the elf place was very good, considering didn't the
Elf
rain
place
go
is
off?
fine. It's just
And we saw
inconvenient.
that
Correct.
scary lady thing.
Mm-hmm.
Make an intelligence check with 2 banes for me.
Ooh,
Okay.
Jesus.
interesting. Yeah.
Okay. Thrak mentions traveling back to the Grove for safety, but he sounds extremely unconvincing.
We're here. We've already spent what, two days in here?
Think how soft those leaves are, though.
Yeah, but if
I don't
anything's
know
been
what
in
that
here,
means.
they know that that room has nothing in it. We close ourselves in there, nobody's going to check on us.
That's good.
Um,
Good thinking.
Plus, we have to get out of here if we want to go to the Grove, and there may be things behind us now.
What do these things' heads look like?
Well, one of them is missing the front half of its head, so it's extra disgusting.
Right.
But they seem to be. Do you really want? You're gonna get in there and check it out? Or are you just
I'm not
looking
really
at it?
looking. I'm just kind of glancing at it.
It looks like a bunch of tissue and skin just wrapped
Is it
all
like
over
a skull?
it. You want to get in there
I
and
assume
check it
has
out?
Some sort of skull. Yeah, I look at it and I say, you know what? Never mind. And I want to walk over to the one that I have crumpled up by this door.
Okay.
And I want to take my scimitar out and I want to take its head off of its shoulders.
You do so with ease.
Okay. And then I start walking back over to the other room.
I have walked away towards the eastern door.
As have I.
Yeah.
Okay, and you all start congregating in there. You're dragging this head of this thing with you.
Just the head, just as it's in my hand.
As Orion comes in, I say, "What?"
Door stop. And I wait, and then I think about it and I was like, wait, this door opens outward.
Grab its hair and pull its hair under the door. It'll be kind of wedged in there, I guess.
But how will we get back out?
Yeah.
I just say, never mind. I throw the head back out into the room.
And it just bounces and
And,
echoes.
And I will just stand by the door and I'm just gonna have my hand on the door, pulled in towards us.
Okay, as you pull the door shut.
So, I don't think anything's coming in here. Like I said, if anything that's been in here knows this room has nothing in it, we're real hurt. I think we need to take some real time and rest up in here.
Rest time sounds great, guys.
Anybody need a
Great
ration?
plan.
Yeah, I think maybe we tied Tyradek to some of these big rocks so we can't go sneaking off.
Hey, you're lucky I went and looked. Otherwise, those things would have jumped us while you were all sleeping.
I
We
wasn't
don't know
sleeping.
that. You weren't sleeping either.
I begin eating a ration while the conversation's going on.
Is it
Same.
popcorn?
I'm also eating a ration. Mine is.
And
I don't know
DM,
how I got it, but I got it.
I would like to initiate however much time is needed to have a full 24-hour rest.
Okay. Everyone else trying to do the same? Except Orion, because he's Robot Man?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, in that case, that is the perfect time for a 10-minute break. So, we are going to go take a quick breather, get some drinks, go to the bathroom and whatnot, and we will be back shortly.
Bye-bye.
Don't leave. We'll be back.
Here be.
we're back. Feeling good, feeling refreshed, and having our heroes here rest a long, long time. So if I'm not mistaken, you guys were spending a day in this area, right?
We are attempting to get the benefits of a 24-hour rest.
Okay. In that case, I'll just say time passes. Because you guys have to wait a while to rest. You had to finish out your day, which was X amount of hours, and then do a whole day on top of that. What are y'all doing during this period?
I'm literally just intently listening through the door.
I'm occasionally winding up Orion, sharpening my battle axe, seeing if Tyradek is healing from his wounds.
I'm attempting to get the other people in here to enjoy a game of cards.
Yeah, I'm enjoying a game of cards.
I'm not.
Mostly relaxing, a few of us on edge. Gotcha. Well, you guys hang out in this solitary confinement for it maybe seems like a day, maybe 2 days, maybe it's even been 3 days y'all been waiting here. But eventually your wounds seal up enough to where you gain the benefits of a 24-hour rest.
A double healing rate.
And go ahead and subtract
Is this our home now?
No.
I say you won't have to subtract a ration. We'll just say you used them up.
We can live here.
I ate a ration anyways because we needed it. I hadn't eaten in a while.
Be sure to update your tokens. I look around, kind of noticing everybody's wounds are starting to be sealed up, and looks like everybody's getting a bit restless. Well, we've been here, I don't know how long, maybe a day or so. I'm feeling pretty good. How about you guys?
Hi.
I'm feeling fine.
Give a thumbs up.
Well, we still have a choice to make. We had those slippery assholes come from the cave. We still had the room of bony boys to our west, and the eye spider crawlers to the south.
I think the bony boys were to the east.
Yeah, that's it.
And as I say that, I want to just crack open the door and take a peek outside and check, see if the coast is clear.
Sure. You start pushing the door ever so slightly.
And provided I don't see anything as I'm opening the door, I'll keep opening it until I see something that would make me do otherwise.
Okay. You pull open the door completely and see nothing out of the ordinary out there.
And I'll kind of look back at everybody. Say, it looks like we're clear.
Okay.
Shall we, I feel like...
And
I
don't
feel like if
forget, we
went
also
in
had
room,
we also had the bowl in the hole.
the bowl.
I'd rather forget that.
We fought the bony boys in the eastern room. I think perhaps we should continue checking that out. There's no reason to fight and almost die in there for nothing.
Okay. So feeling a renewed sense of health and confidence, I just kind of take lead.
All right.
Follow.
I take co-lead and kind of mirror in everything he's doing, just side by side. I'm not really co-lead. That's how I feel. I'm like, let's fucking do this.
Crack open the door.
You just
and
peeking?
proceed. No. I throw that thing open.
All right. You open the door up. We are going to move our focus now. You guys are going in.
What do you guys see?
More of the same.
It's the room we were in.
Now, Jaeger, hold on.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. That's not there anymore, is it?
Nope.
No. Who? Your ring.
I hold it up to the room.
You hold your hand up. No glow. Change.
Yeah, I mean, nothing right now.
Okay. I'm going to be off to the side as I kind of go over by the pillars. And I kind of just stalk through the pillars, matching Jaeger's pace.
Having gotten butt kicked in the last fight, I'd like to attempt to stealth.
Sure. Make an agility check with it. Is there any reason you should be good at sneaking?
Not really, no.
Well, you know what? As a changeling, I think at least you have to have a little bit of that stuff behind you. So just make a straight roll, agility check. Okay.
Nice.
Feel confidently sneaky. Oops.
Since they went south, I guess I will sneak towards this northern column.
Sure. And the columns just seem to extend to the ceiling. Do seem finely crafted, but you don't really notice anything unique about them. Other than this hallway is very long and very dark, very
Kinda
quiet.
just check my surroundings to get a inventory of where my teammates are and continue to press forward.
Just keep following. I'll follow down.
Holy shit, what is down here?
I think the exact same thing in my head.
As you approach the end of the hallway, you see some stairs leading down and then curving to the north.
Oh. Can I say it? These stairs go
ahead.
down.
Yeah, they do.
I just can walk
No.
up to them.
You think they lead to that room down there?
Well, that's a great point. If it does, I'd rather trip that trap from up here where we're fairly protected versus down there.
We don't have to trip the trap at all.
We're gluttons for punishment. And money.
Mainly money.
Well,
Perhaps maybe we clear each floor. Let's be tactical here. We don't want to leave anything that we could potentially have to run through.
okay.
I was more
so-
talking about going back out of here. We've got the skulls. We got
Well,
two of them.
they're more just snouts, and I kind of pick them up.
They're floppy,
Tell 'em about it.
flabby, rotten snouts.
They'll count. He'll recognize them.
So do we want to clear the water cove, or do we want to make our way down the hallway to our eyeball friends where we know shit will happen?
My vote is the water. If we're doing anything.
The water.
To the north?
That's where we came from.
But we didn't clear out all towards the north and east. We didn't see if there were walls there or more passages.
Yeah. We can check that out.
All right, let's do that. And
GM, is there anything of interest in this room since we're here right now?
Not particularly. Just a long, dark hallway with lots of pillars and a stairway at the end.
So if I were to make this perception check, I'd probably notice nothing at all.
I'll save you the time and say you won't notice anything unique.
Oh well. Great roll.
Okay, go ahead and shift focus to where y'all are going up ahead. This will pull some of y'all too. With it.
So begin to same thing, make my way kind of 5 feet at a time, and dip my feet into the water.
Send back into the murky, disgusting water.
Let's wait for everyone to get here before we go too far.
Okay.
I had to do something with my dog. I'm back.
You're good. Yeah, your party has moved back out of the room and are heading towards the water to explore more of the area. So Ryan sprints back and forth at the top of the stairs, full speed.
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that.
Continuing westward, I notice more stairs.
Oh, these stairs go
eastward.
up.
You see some stairs that go up just a bit, and some doors flung wide open.
Oh god,
Wide
that
open.
made me go really fast. I wasn't trying to.
They say, before we go down another hallway of horrors, and I see Orion, I think,
I'm
making
on it.
his way north.
Everybody
Right.
freeze for just a moment, please.
Freezing.
Orion,
Yes.
you suddenly feel something bump up against your leg.
I start waving my hand. Just one hand. Just.
Give me just a moment here.
I don't see it.
I don't either.
As you suddenly feel a very, very sharp pinch on your shin.
Oh, wow.
As you
Wow.
take 1 damage and suddenly see a shitload of fish all around you. We're going into some combat.
Sure.
I should be immune to fucking piranhas. I ain't no meat.
You see these now right next to you. I'm gonna put us in some more combat.
I yell back, spiky fish! Spiky fish!
Are we in fast turns, Dean?
Yes. Sorry, I was changing.
Hearing that there's fish in the water, I run back towards the stairs.
Yep.
Okay, you book towards the stairs as you hear Orion yelling out, "Spiky fish!"
I'm going to nimble escape. And where's my thing? I think it's half my speed.
Yeah.
Oh, what am I doing in this water? I'm not even supposed to be in it.
Sorry,
This
you're a bit
water's
weird,
like
Catherine.
tall, right?
It comes up to about your chin. Yes.
Nope, I wouldn't have even gone in the water.
I mean, you're here now.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'd say
see
you
you
were
later.
in the water now.
Yeah, but I would. Okay, whatever. But I wouldn't have known.
I apologize. You got in mind?
I'd like to pull out of my pack a fishing rod and a bait tackle box.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
This is great.
What are you wanting to do on this round that's currently fast?
I'm going to pull it out because I don't think I can pull all that stuff out and cast in the same turn.
That is correct. But you could on a slow turn if you wanted to.
That would be fine. I will slow turn that then.
Okay. In that case, the enemies are going to take a slow turn this round, so that would bring it to y'all.
I attempt to fish.
What are you using for bait at the end of
I
that
love it.
fishing rod?
I have a bait tackle box. I'm going to use standard fishing bait.
Okay, make a... Oh my god.
This is the best. This is the best.
Because
right
this is so unconventional and odd, just make an
I have fishing as my background.
roll a d20 with 2 boons.
Hey,
All right.
and I'm not meat. I'm just a metal thing.
That's 14.
Okay, you lob out your fishing rod or your bait, and it lands, sinks right next to Orion.
Ah!
Which will bring us to enemy slow turns. Which this one's still swimming up at the motion it sees Orion, and immediately just diverts right before it gets to you. As you just see waters just splashing and going crazy on your line, Thoratic. The other group follows suit. It seems to be swarming this position. Make you know what? Well, next round, fast turns.
I retreat again.
All right. Thoratic, are you trying to hold your line and whatnot?
I'll start reeling some fish in. We're having dinner.
No.
Make an agility check with a bane.
And with a bane, even though I'm a fisher?
You have like 2 swarms of piranhas ripping at your line.
Trash fish.
I can't believe this.
Yeah.
Your line, I don't know how it's holding as you start pulling in one of these piranhas, and the other swarms just come with it because they're all ripping at it and tearing at each other now. The other group will just... It's the only flesh they can sense. Continues to follow suit. Anyone else taking a turn?
These doors are open, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm going through.
Yeah, seeing the piranhas start to make their way up. Hurry up! I yell at Orion. And
I'm just, I'm
take a
just
couple
trying to
paces
run
back.
through the water.
Okay, that's gonna bring us to another round. Fast turns.
Fast turn, I will move by full speed
And you are on land.
up the stairs.
You know the
Oh
fast
my
turns?
Would
No.
reeling in fish be a fast or slow turn?
It could be either.
I'd like to try to reel some fish in. Let's get some dinner.
I see Thrak and Jaeger moving down. I say, wait, make sure they don't have legs.
Alright, so right now just... Okay, so you're gonna start reeling in. Make another agility check with a bane.
Great.
All right. You were not expecting this, were you?
In the right mind. Would ever think someone would fish for the... Okay. You start reeling in again, and you rip one out with your line still attached. However, when you do this, the other piranha follows suit and leap at you to take a bite.
They got legs.
And since they're not in their environment, they're doing their injured form of this attack. As one gets a hold of you and takes a bite for 1 damage, and then just starts flopping around as you have one at the end of your line dangling. And I'm just going to take us out of combat.
They're suffocated now.
There are a bunch of fish kind of trying to waddle their way and flop around back into the water, but you absolutely have one on your line. As the
I'd
rest
like
of them
to,
start just
Go
flailing
ahead
around
and
through the
stun
water.
one of the others.
You're going to what?
Attempt to stun one of the others. I don't want them back into the water. I'm going to try to kill it on land.
Okay, make an, however you would make an attack roll then.
I guess I'll scalpel it. I miss.
You kind of poke down the water, but you know if your hand's there for more than a millisecond, they're going to leap up and latch onto it, so you can't seem to get a good stab. It's kind of now circling around the steps. And since nothing else is in the water, starts swimming off. Minus the one dangling at the end of your line.
Well, I
So
can't
did you
believe
see
that
anything
worked.
up there?
Nope. It seemed all clear.
Well,
Just some fish.
we have this now, as I gesture broadly down the hallway.
Yeah, you guys see. You might want to take a couple steps further in and see what you can see.
Blood.
Oh Lord.
Blood. I see
I'm
blood.
starting to think maybe this isn't the right way to go.
Well, creepy eyeballs to the stairs of unknown or down the blood trail?
Does the blood trail look fresh?
No.
So,
It looks like mixed in fresh with old.
Do you
I'll take some steps up.
think this is piranha blood?
Probably not.
Oh.
I hold my ring up, see if I notice any glow. I'm sure I won't.
Nope. No glow.
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like ahead's safe.
Well,
I want
just means that this isn't magical death.
I want to take a torch out and light it.
Okay. Take
and then,
Take a
go
torch
ahead.
out and light it up. Let me.
I can toss this down the hallway.
Can we? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Just gonna lob it.
I'm gonna step up to the same distance. Like I'm gonna step back and then take a step forward as I throw it to get some distance.
Okay. How far are you trying to aim it? Just as far as possible?
Yeah, I mean, I can't really see an end to the hallway. Like maybe there's an end there. I'm not sure, so I'm just gonna try and see how far it'll go.
So I kind of notice as you're assessing the situation that there's not quite a wall to the farthest north, and I kind of relay that information as I think this hallway turns to the north.
Okay. I'm aiming for like here, somewhere in there.
Okay. Physically throwing a torch, I'll say you could get it about 10 yards.
Okay, so 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so that's right about at the little past the corner. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna throw it.
Okay. So you light a torch, reel back, and throw it as hard as you can as it flips through the air and lands a little bit inward. You see it lands in a pool of just blood. It's red, it's brown. You see a bit of excrement, a few bones here and there, a few tiny slips of skin, just a lot of disgusting stuff.
Ugh. I just look over at Jaeger. I'm not saying anything, I'm just looking at him.
Don't like it. Don't like it.
I think that's where those other ones came from.
Focus the camera on.
Do we hear anything?
What makes you think that?
Oh
'Cause the
boy,
last time
you're
we saw
going
this
up
much
there?
blood.
Well, nothing in the immediate sight. I take another
is.
step forward.
Get my shield ready as I go against the wall. I think I'm being stealthy, but you know.
It's definitely an open room.
I'd like to repack my fishing rod and pull out a bow and go ahead and cast arcane armor because I feel we're about to get into something.
Sure.
I mean, how much is that third snout worth?
At least 75 silver.
I think the math works something out like that as I take another step forward.
Damn it.
I just keep following.
Damn it.
Jaeger and Bertha, you start to hear pulsing.
Oh,
Pulsing.
I don't like it.
So just like
I
a,
like it.
a rhythmic thump.
Yeah, like a large. You'd almost equate it to like a heartbeat, but it's kind of slow.
How deep is this blood that we're sloshing through?
It's not very deep. Like it doesn't even come up to the
A
toes
puddle.
of your boots. Yeah. It's just kind of
Yeah, when I
smeared
fell
everywhere
through
more than
water,
pooled.
I totally forgot how deep that was.
Listen, you guys hold here a sec. I'm gonna move a little further up.
That's what I said.
And I take a knee, and I'm gonna try and conceal myself in the shadows on the wall.
Okay, go ahead and make an agility check for me with a boon. Alright. Feel pretty hidden.
I
You all
grip
hear
my.
the World of Warcraft stealth sound.
I kind of grip my torch and shield in anticipation.
see that the room expands out widely, the north and south, and it keeps going deeper in. As you take another step forward, it barely comes into view finally, but you see what looks like a wall of flesh of some sort, of blood and skin and muscle tissue and just
God.
an entire wall of it, and just every now and then it expands out a bit and then contracts.
We're about to activate hard mode.
Yeah,
You've
I
gone
was
too
about
far.
to say, anybody got a fucking guide doll, please? So I could throw it in the lava.
I hold my ring out to see if it's glowing.
Okay, your ring is completely dim right now.
Another 5 feet forward.
You start to notice that it curves around at the top and bottom. It looks like a large cube.
Ugh.
A meat
Ugh,
cube.
gross.
Okay.
The pulsing's louder the closer you get, but it doesn't seem to increase or slow with you approaching. It seems to be the same speed. And the stench in here is just ungodly, seeing this thing.
I hold my torch up just to kind of get a closer examination of the flesh wall in front of me.
Just looking at it, it's just untold amounts of just skin and just blood and gore all across it. It seems to be slowly pulsating around it. So it's not stagnant, it's kind of like moving across it a bit. Almost like the cube itself is a living thing.
So I turn back towards the hallway and I say, "There's something up here, guys. I don't know."
Yeah, I see that. That's
Mhm.
gross.
I begin just kind of walking the perimeter, sort of inspecting it as I go around.
I
You
mean,
can
I think we'd be fine as long as we don't touch it. How could anything that big even move? It doesn't have legs or anything.
So it looks uneven in certain parts, like dug in a bit, Jaeger, as if chunks of it have been ripped out.
Do you think this is the thing that those other monsters are born from?
If
What do you
so,
think,
I hope
Doc?
it doesn't shit out anymore. I think to myself.
Pterodog, what do you think? You're a doctor, right?
I haven't said anything. I'm just sneaking along the bottom.
Not that kind of doctor. That's a mad doctor. Does this flesh look like the same consistency as the monsters we've been facing?
That's hard to say. The monsters you've been fighting have looked like they've had skin and gore from various creatures, but it looks like this entire cube is made up of gore and skin from various creatures.
Do I see
Quite
any
possible.
pig snouts on it?
Make a perception check for me with unless you're spending a long time to go over all of it with 2 Banes.
I mean, I've just walked the perimeter. I'd like to make the same perception check.
You can go ahead and make the check regular.
Okay. Perception.
I shut down.
Orion just stops moving.
Being right next to him, I start winding his key on the back.
You didn't notice any snouts poking out of this, Jaeger. As
Thank
you
you.
power back up, Orion.
I take a step forward towards the cube and
Woohoo.
poke it with
Everyone
my
starts
battle
moving.
axe.
Oh god.
You take your battle axe and kind of press into it a bit, and it's exceptionally squishy as your battle axe just slowly digs into it.
Gross.
Do I feel any sort of resistance or
Don't
pushback?
touch that.
No, just the pulsing as you feel it in your hand when it pulses on your axe.
So I'd like to push the battle axe further in, maybe finding some spots in between the flesh to get the entirety of the metal in, and then attempt to twist and pull.
Okay.
to pull some like the outside wall of flesh towards me.
So you shove your axe in and try to twist a bit, but it seems extremely difficult as you shove your axe in here and try to move it whatsoever. Like you're trying to move just too much mounds of something. Make a strength check with a Bane form.
I whisper to Thrak, should we just set this thing on fire?
That's what I was
I
thinking.
very much think that. Has anybody got oil?
You're barely able to twist your axe inside of it. Just a bit.
Don't.
Well, this is gonna end poorly.
Is Jaeger able to get his axe back out?
I don't know yet. Are you trying to pull your axe out?
Yeah, I mean it's a twist and pull.
Okay.
If I successfully twist it, I want to pull with it. Yeah.
Okay, and you start pulling as your axe slowly slices through the flesh at a different angle. And a bit of gore and viscera follow as you pull it out.
Jaeger,
Hmm.
do you have any oil
I
or booze?
take a look in my bag. No.
Okay. No, I don't think we have any oil, Thrak.
I do have a tinderbox.
That'll start a
think this-
fire, but we need something to burn.
I don't think this flesh is gonna burn by itself.
I mean,
Perhaps
there's a forest outside.
And I want to get close and be like, "Why are we whispering? He's
I do
already
don't-
poked it. It knows we're here."
it knows
Maybe it can't
he's
hear
here.
us.
I think we should go out to the
True.
forest and grab some kindling and some big logs, bring them down here and burn this thing.
We'll probably have to fight the spiky fish.
Let me handle the
Do
spiky
you
fish.
see this thing? This
Perhaps-
thing needs to be destroyed.
I
Perhaps
want
there's
to.
something
Wait.
elsewhere in this ruin that can help us destroy it.
How will you get the wood hair without it getting wet?
As the
Honestly,
conversation's
I'm not gonna
happening
go.
behind me, I want to take my torch and press it against the flesh to see if the flesh catches fire or if there's any reaction from the flesh.
Okay. You take your torch and you just kind of poke it into the flesh. And the cube doesn't really respond in any way you would expect something living to respond, but your torch does start to get snuffed out as the blood just keeps covering it until it finally does go out.
That's fine.
I'll go pick up my torch.
Which that would remove lights.
Yep.
And I'll keep my torch lit, but I'll just pick it up.
Okay.
And I'll say, perhaps we can use something else to kill this thing. Maybe further in.
I'm
know
gonna
this is
take
here
a
now,
shot at it real quick.
Okay,
guys.
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hear me out.
You're holding your torch, right, Orion?
Yep.
Okay. Let me
Why
update
don't
you.
we just collapse the room?
And how do
How do you
you
propose
suggest we do that?
Well, we don't necessarily have to collapse the room, but we could do this hallway. I don't know. Break the walls.
Well, like this will fester until it can get out, and when it gets out, I don't think that'll be any good.
How about someone sees if it has a magical connection to Radek?
That's my plan. I want to shoot it with a burning beam. I just want to make
Well-
sure everybody was clear.
I was thinking more of that thing you do where you get the goosebumps if there's magic around. Versus
We can do
attacking
that first. I'll
I
get close
recommend we
enough
do.
that I am not touching, and I feel a safe distance away, and I'm going to go sense magic.
Okay. You cast sense magic near this thing, and you absolutely do detect some form of magic. Particularly from the forbidden tradition.
Okay, dark magics. Is it stronger, like towards the center, or any spots like maybe there's things inside of it that are causing darkness?
It seems to be mostly centered, more towards directly towards the middle of it. It feels stronger.
I think there's something very evil in the center of this thing.
I just start waving my torch at the end of the hallway.
You see Orion kind of pacing back and forth, just flailing his torch.
We
So
need
y'all
to
gonna go get that wood?
I don't think we have what it takes to take this down, but we can get what we need.
I want to take one shot at it just to see what it does.
What if
Do
that
I
wakes
hear him
it up?
say this? Do I hear him say this?
That's gonna, Pterodaki, you had your chance yesterday to do this. Come over here. I'm just gonna grab onto some part of him and walk this way.
Are you resisting this, Tyrannic?
I will resist for a second. I will decide on something real quick.
Strength for a strength check.
That's what it's gonna be if he's resisting. I don't know if he's resisting.
I'm resisting for the moment.
Okay,
I
both of you make strength checks.
Ooh, I love it.
You cannot move the tall wooden man as you keep tugging on him. He seems to be just stuck in his feet, just staring at this cube.
I see
Somebody
this.
help me pull
I'm walking
Pterodon.
forward, and I put my hand on his shoulder and grab like around the side of his shoulder and his neck.
And you immediately feel impaired, Tyrannic, when he's grabbing you.
It's not the time, Tyrannic. And I start moving him back.
I just want to test it.
Are you trying to pull him too? Are you resisting, Tyrannic?
Yeah.
I'm going to give in because there's two of them now, but yeah.
Okay.
I'm still staring at this thing as we move backwards.
All right, as you all start moving away from the cube and the pulsing gets quieter.
Once we kind of start moving, I'll let go of Tyrannic.
I
Say, we
won't.
can come back. We need the right tool for the job.
Jaeger steps into the water and climbs
Come on,
around the
Tyrannic.
edge.
We sure we don't want to go fishing before we step into this water?
Just walk along the edge and
We
minimize our
can't fish
presence
from
here.
here.
Oh,
We're
Bertha,
too
I think
far
you're
away.
muted. I can't
Let's
hear
go.
you. No, I don't hear you on the mic, Bertha.
Let's look at Orion. And just go, yep, that's water. Okay,
Come on,
bye.
Tyrannic.
You can do it, Bertha. You earned that bandana. You go through that water.
I can't swim.
You don't need to.
Jump really hard.
Bertha, get your ass over here.
And I just
We will leave you. At least I'll
As
leave
the
you.
goblin walks into the water as well.
And it's up to your
Swims in.
Thrax chin as he's just. Oh, he's swimming. That's right. He just kind of pedals
Yeah.
to the water.
I'm using my shield as a little boogie board.
this is about to go really badly. My character's just gonna freak out. Alright, let's do it. I
Jump,
step into
we'll
the
catch
water
you.
and I immediately go underneath.
As Bertha starts flailing around and splashing in the water.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And I go in. I grab
Braddock,
her
you stay
flailing
over
body
here.
and start pulling her back.
As you are dragged through the water,
Yeah, I
Bertha,
can
finally
resist.
back to shore.
When I pull her up on the water, I take her bandana off and I put it back in my bag.
This is the worst.
You'll
Can
get
we
it
go
back when
back
you
to
learn to
fighting?
swim.
Can we go back to fighting? David stays here.
I think
Come
we
on,
need to go down
Braddock.
where the eyeballs were.
We were talking about getting some wood and
Mhm.
burning some flesh.
Jaeger sprints back up to you, Orion,
Yeah.
with that message.
Hey!
I don't think that's gonna do it. We need a lot of wood.
I'm just coughing
We're
out
in a
water.
forest.
As I
He's
walk.
got an
but we're
axe.
also a long way from the surface.
That was a magical cube. And maybe regular fire isn't going to be enough.
Well, we had a magical bowl, and I point down the hallway.
If you
I
want to
think-
grab it, feel free.
I think the key to killing this thing is deeper in here.
I'm down to knock the bowl and see what happens.
I'd like to clear the floor.
Yeah, that's fair. Those eyeballs do have open access to us.
as you all start moving in back to the main room.
Has
Oh,
anything
man, that
about this
fucked me
hole
up.
changed?
There I am.
Has what now?
Anything about this hole changed? Position of things, lighting, smell, taste?
What are you tasting it for?
Make a
What's wrong
perception
with-
check for me.
I'd like to reach out to Orion to gesture for the torch that he has in his hand.
No difference.
I hand it right over to him.
Okay. Adjust your lighting sources. Give you some light finally, Jaeger, and that will weigh everyone's ability to see. As you start all moving towards the hallway.
Everyone
know
be
some creepy
ready.
crawlies
Those
are.
things were down here.
Footsteps echo the hallway, every step.
Whatever you need to do, be prepared for a fight. Do it now.
Seeing as I'm probably the only one of us who's kind of hurt right now, I'm gonna go ahead and put a heal into myself.
I'll
Okay.
unsheath my saber or my scimitar and kind of. I'm not really trying to stealth, but kind of try to keep my footsteps as quiet as possible. I've got my knees bent.
Jaeger,
Like
the sound
like
of
a 30-degree angle.
skittering suddenly comes to your ears. It's very faint, but you hear sounds like lots of skittering.
I turn around and whisper softly, "They're up ahead."
I look at Jaeger's ring.
Isn't that where we knew they were?
Jaeger, you now, I believe, can see one of these things, and as you step into its vision, the little eyeball turns and looks at you, and the skittering silences. And it's
I
just
can actually see 3.
oh, well, they all three are staring at you, and you hear nothing now.
I
Wow.
kind of have a stare down with these eyeballs. I wait for about, let's call it 15-20 seconds to see if they make a move.
It's motionless, just looking at you.
Same thing they did last time.
Make another 5 foot and notice there's another 3 behind those 3.
They're all three looking at you as well.
Guys, maybe it's time for a range attack.
Why don't we just try and get through them?
I don't want to be
I'm-
touching these things.
I'm fine with diplomacy.
How?
I mean, it looks, from what I can see, over here we might be able to sneak past them. And I kind of
Well,
point in that area.
There's no sneaking. They definitely see us.
Well, yeah,
Maybe
but we don't
can
have
just
to touch them.
Yeah, let's try and make our way through without touching them.
Last thing with eyeballs, mind controlled us all. I'm not sure I'm good with getting close to eyeballs right now.
As I take another step forward, I notice there's probably about a dozen in the room.
They're all just looking at you.
Guys, there's a fucking lot of these.
They want me to go in.
So how far apart are they? Does it look like we could, like,
I mean, about 5 feet.
kind of get through them?
It looks like there's a few spaces that they're not occupying.
Oh, Jesus.
You feel more eyes on you, Jaeger. And Orion, you feel a few on you as well. Drac as well.
There's a lot.
Oh boy.
They're all just staring at you.
Fix the
I'd say
map.
we go back the other way, maybe go down that hole.
Fix
I'm
the
not
map.
liking this.
Go down the stairs?
What's up, Bertha?
No.
GM, fix the map.
It is fixed. We're where we need to be. What do you mean?
Okay. Well, we can't see everything that the characters can see.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, you can.
I'm talking about on stream.
Yeah, on stream too.
That's
We're good.
Yeah, it just changed.
So-
now. It's fine.
I take a scan around and I say there's a couple of paths we can take if we want to try to step by these guys.
Can you see
I can
any
do.
doors?
I can try.
I don't see any doors, but there's at least some paths ahead if these things aren't reacting yet.
So, how big are these things?
They are pretty small. I'd say each one's probably about the size of maybe your hand.
What's actually
we c-
so size value is like what 0.2?
It's 1/8 if we're talking specifics.
Okay.
Okay.
So we could step over them if we wanted to.
You could attempt to step over them.
Oh boy.
So on the left side there, Orion, by you, it looks like there's a channel that kind of jets out, kind of
I see it.
southwest. Can you see if you can get down that? Maybe find a door or something that might
I
be
wanna
accessible?
Cautiously take one more step forward.
Sure. What was that, Bertha?
Nothing.
Okay. The eyeballs are staring at you right now, Orion. Most of the ones in your vicinity, while the other ones are locked vision with the rest of you.
I believe there's a staircase ahead.
Well, we've got lots of staircases if that's what we're angling for.
The eyes right next to you are just looking right up at you, Ryan.
I just kind of look back down at them.
rough one at a
Just for
time?
reference, I'd like to go ahead and preemptively select about 6 or 7 that I can see close by and mentally start thinking about where they are for targeting.
Okay.
Just
I kind
I'm
of-
letting Orion, make his moves.
I kind of lean down towards one, not very close, but just sort of lean over and look down. And I'll ask it, do you think you could ask your friends to move?
It stares at you, motionless.
And I give it like a little,
And just for reference again, like,
Nice.
Do
I
those
give it a
tentacle
little
things
shoo
look sharp
motion.
or just like legs?
do what now?
Do those tentacle things look sharp or just like legs?
They look like they are their legs technically, and they look pointed but fleshy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ryan, you take another step between them, and you feel eyes locked onto you everywhere.
I don't like
Can't
this.
move. There's no more spaces to move. Well, there's one more.
There's that diagonal space.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, there's nothing else.
Up left.
Yeah.
Seeing that Orion's able to get fairly close without reaction, I take another step in.
Okay. Feel a whole shitload of eyes on you too, some even unseen.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to? So there's only one directly south of me,
Mhm.
in a 5-foot square area. Is it safe to say it would be not difficult to step into that and avoid that stepping on it?
Would it be not difficult? That depends on what it does once you step near it.
Well, I mean, it's
If it does
really,
nothing,
really
then
close
yes,
to me
it's
now.
very easy. You could step right into its space if you'd like to try.
Can I try and jump over its space and against the far wall?
Want to?
I would like to try that.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay. I don't really think you'd have to make really any attempt to jump. It's not that hard and it's not that far. So you leap. Or you said you are jumping over it, right?
Yeah, before I do, I'll turn around and sort of whisper to everybody, I'm gonna jump.
Okay.
Okay, you jump over the spider. And you can go ahead and move your character there. And the moment you do, it starts skittering around right when you went above it. All of a sudden, all the ones around it start skittering like mad. All of them start moving around the room looking at nothing and random items. And I need to make a roll.
Oh boy.
Just a moment here. There it is. All right. Most of them start skittering away immediately. We'll go ahead and just move a large group of guys. Start clearing away from all of you.
Nope, I don't like it.
But these ones remain and suddenly take a more crouched posture and start hopping at you, Orion, as we're going into some combat.
This is what we expected.
Yep.
Who wants to take a fast turn?
Taking a fast turn to attack the one right in front of me.
Okay, let's do it. Alright, you take an attack at this little guy. Who's... Oh, very nice. How are you attacking him?
I am taking a downward swing with my... Actually, no, sorry. I'm taking a sort of a low arc and swinging sideways, but obviously making a sweep towards the floor.
Like a golf club.
Like a golf swing, almost one-handed.
Okay, well, you cock your axe back and take a golf swing at this thing with the bladed side of your axe and slice right through this thing as its body starts rolling off to the side.
I'm gonna make an attack as well. How many? How many of these things are still looking at me? Like 4?
Everything from here and to the right.
Okay, you know what? Instead, I'm gonna take the defend action.
Okay.
I'll take a
I'll
fast
pull out
action.
my scimitar and kind of guard.
So that'll impose Banes against you if they attack you.
Yep, correct.
Any other fast turns?
I will take a fast turn. I'm going to target the 3 closest to Orion with a fairly even spread. I guess I'll put one extra one into the center one.
Okay, where are you aiming all these darts at?
Let me
Get a
try
2,
to ping
2,
it.
3.
There and there.
I didn't see any pings. Where?
I didn't either.
Okay.
There for the 2, and I guess we'll do this one as the 3.
Okay. You fire off a barrage of darts at these things, which stick into their little tendrils, and a couple of them stick into the eyes itself. You see that those eyes kind of looking in every direction, freaking the hell out. Any other fast turns?
No health bars on these, is that right?
Oh, there's health bars. It's just real tiny. You can't see any of them?
No.
Oh.
No clue.
Just know they're really tiny. You basically did half damage to all of them.
So about anything will kill it. Got it.
That's going to bring us to, unless anyone else is taking fast turns, some enemy fast turns. Okay. In that case, this one, staring at you, Orion, is going to use Warping Gaze against you, which is going to make an attack roll against your agility with its will. Going to get a bane for that still, I believe.
And I get a boon for if it's a challenge roll.
It is a challenge roll.
Okay.
But actually, I don't think you roll necessarily. It's just against your agility, so it's like it's attacking you. What is your agility?
My agility is 11.
Okay, in that case, this one's going to stare right at you as you connect with its gaze. And you suddenly feel compelled to move as you start scooting over. And take 3 damage.
Okay.
This one, and this one are all gonna start trying to jump at you and start smacking you with their little tendrils, which they will all get bans for.
Aw.
Hurt itself.
-1 attack. Oh no.
That's fun. Right?
Oh no.
Maybe not.
As one tries to jump at you, but just kind of jumps past you into the wall, and the other two get up on you and start kind of poking at your body, both dealing 1 damage.
Oh look, they think they're people.
That's gonna be it for enemy fast turns. Any slow turns?
Apparently, defend is bullshit.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up
Yeah.
and swing at this guy with my saber.
Okay. That was that little one right there. Which you take your saber and you swing down to crush it, and it just barely skitters out of the way of your swing.
All right.
I think that was everybody, right? Bertha, you haven't gone yet, have you?
Nope, I have not.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna smack this guy.
Okay.
Because that's what I do. I hit things. I hit things for 10.
Your mace makes a loud metal clink as it hits the stone, and this thing skitters out of the way of your swing. Which will bring us to some slow turns for some enemies. Which 3 of these are all going to try to tentacle whop you, Bertha. The 3
Bring it.
right there. Whoops, that was the wrong thing. There. Come some tentacles. Two of them are able to get past your defenses, but one just planks against your, as you take 2 damage. This one in your face, Jaeger, is going to look and meet your gaze as it's going to make a will attack against your agility.
Look into my eyes against my agility.
Which I'm assuming your agility is higher than 5.
That's correct.
Okay, you feel nothing as this thing just keeps staring at you.
What, bitch?
These other ones start scurrying. Now brings to Newt Brown. Fast turns.
I'm gonna swing my saber
fast
at the
turn?
same guy again.
And that is a 12. Your sword comes down at this thing and just barely misses, severing off multiple of its tentacles.
Am I in control of my character?
Yeah.
Okay. I will take a swing at the one directly north of me.
You take your... Use a knife, right?
Scimitar.
Scimitar. You're taking your scimitar and you swing down at this thing. It starts to dodge, but you're able to curve your blade and catch it as it leaps and slice it right in half.
Bitch.
I'm gonna slap the one south of
Schmack 'em.
Yeah.
Crush this thing into the stone. Any other fast turns?
See that? Gotta run, little man.
Fast for me. I'm going to put a dart into the one in the center of the hex northwest of Orion.
King it.
Right over here.
That one.
Alright, how much damage you putting into him?
That's a solid 4.
Alright, you shoot darts at this thing as they skewer the little eyeball, as it kind of stumbles a bit, and then just goes flat against the ground.
I'm gonna take a swing at the one to my southeast.
This one's a little too skittery, as you can't quite land a blow on it, as it just keeps kind of moving around.
Mm-hmm.
That'll bring us to... Is that everybody? Anyone else? Fast turn? Okay. In that case, we're gonna do a whole bunch of. We're gonna do 4 enemy fast turns here, the ones that are closest to the middle guys here. Thrak, you're getting a tentacle smack potentially, as this one has perfect aim and pokes you for 1 damage. Bertha, you're getting a tentacle lash at you. And then it just splats against your shield, and the second one makes it past your shield, pokes you for 1.
I was busy with the first one.
Orion, 1 from over here, is going to try to smack you with a tentacle. As
He
it
succeeds.
creeps right up on you and just right against you. And that's all the enemy fast turns. Oh wait, nope, I take that back. We got 1 extra Jaeger. Gonna try to on you. And he does.
Yeah.
1 damage.
Okay.
Slow turns. I think everybody went, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, in that case, that's gonna bring us to some more enemies, which they close down.
Does anyone have arcane explosion?
Only ever level 3.
Arthur, you're getting 3 tentacle whaps against you.
Bring it.
The first one misses. Second one
Hit.
hits you for 1, and the third one hits you for
Hit.
1. Orion, 1 leaps right at you,
Misses.
and kind of you just lean back as it flies past you. I think that is all of them. So yeah, new round. Fast turns.
Taking nimble recovery and moving over here.
Right, you scoot away from the eyeballs. That heals you too, right?
It does.
I take a downward swing at the one by me.
I see it.
I did it.
Oh, you crush it. Absolutely crush it.
I'm gonna hit the one that's in the middle of this pack.
Same thing. You crush the middle one here completely. And give me just a second before any more turns happen here. Okay. Do not mind the roll. Go ahead and proceed.
Don't mind that.
Don't mind that. That's fine.
I'm
It's
gonna.
only the chance to summon the Master Eye.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
Guess
swing my
is,
saber.
if we don't kill these in time, the sides will converge on us.
That's probably right.
I'm gonna swing my saber. This one next to me.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright. You finally cut down onto it. You don't catch the meaty eyeball part, but you sever off a couple of its little tendrils.
Oh, +1.
A little higher up on the tendril chart. And you reach the eyeball as you cut right through the guts of it. And it falls into pieces. You know the fast turns? Okay. In that case, our enemies are going to use some fast turns. As this lot right here, seeing one of their allies crushed, start running away.
Wait.
But you can get a triggered action on one of these if you want, Bertha.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
You can pick which one I smack.
Sure.
Oh, never mind. Just kidding. I missed.
Do I get one as well since it's running past me?
You do. As all of them try to start fleeing to the side here.
Nope.
You guys try to swat them as they go, but they just too skittery.
How are they
Um,
still moving?
Well, I'm moving them slowly, but their speed's higher than 1 yard.
Oh, okay, I got you.
That'll bring us to some slow turns. Did everyone go fast?
I did not.
Alright. You,
I
Tourette,
did not.
and around.
I'm going to. Well, go ahead, Ryan.
I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, so go for it.
I'm going to step into the room and cast a heal on Bertha here.
I don't need that.
It's half your healing rate.
Yeah, but I don't need it.
Bertha, a few of your wounds seal up.
better off attacking.
Damn, gift horse looking in the mouth, looking ass.
Yeah.
I'm a tank.
You should love heals then.
I could have healed myself for my full.
You taking a slow turn around?
We'll remember that next time. Yes, I'm gonna move forward and take a slice at this bastard in front of me to the north.
All right.
Nope. Skittery bitch.
Barely miss it. Alright, that'll bring us some enemy slow turns, which this one here isn't quite leaving, as it sees you run into Radic and it tries to jump and smack you.
Oh boy.
Does for
That's a
one.
hit.
This one moves in on you, Bertha. Which you deflect off. This one starts to flee. Well. Which, this is a slow turn, and I think you already used your triggered action to hit a target, or try to, right? Around?
Oh yeah, I swung a different one, yeah.
Okay. And that'll be the end of this round, which will bring us to a new fast round.
This one at my feet, I believe, was one that I shot at earlier, so I think it looks damaged. I'm just going to try to stab it real fast.
Okay. Do stab it. Just barely. You nick one of its little tentacles, and you do stab it.
These things are really fast.
I'm gonna slap the one that's below me. Nope.
The loud clang is heard again as you hit the ground with your mace.
There's a dent because I did 12 damage.
Gonna attempt to make a charge attack to the one to the west.
You rush up to this spider that was seemingly just standing there this entire time, but rush him down anyhow and completely obliterate his existence.
You show him who's boss, Jaeger.
Alright, and that'll bring us to some enemy fast turns, unless anyone else going fast.
Nope.
This wounded one starts scooting away from you, Radic. You can make an attack if you'd like to.
We'll keep swinging at it.
Okay.
Get it!
No.
As it skitters out of your range completely into this horde.
No.
The rest of these on the right will also skittering to a horde. Which, at the moment, all of these seem to be moving away from you, but I will leave it up to y'all if you'd like to pursue.
Does it seem like they're stoic again, or do they seem like they're in a threatening stance, kind of in that kneeled stance, ready to attack?
A lot of them in the distance seem to be kind of just staring at you, but not in a squatted position.
Let's go. I start
Continue
making
moving.
my way this way.
Wait,
So all of you are opted not to pursue?
what about
Yeah,
the
What
one
about
in
the one
front of
next
me?
to... Yeah.
It's not crouching at the moment, it seems to be just staring at you.
Alright.
Walk around.
I point at him and I say, you get to live. Just one.
Alright, I'll take us out of combat.
And I walk around him. And I want to like stare him down and like give him the I see you.
It takes off as soon as you go around.
So, these stairs go down.
These stairs
stairs
do
go
go
down.
down.
I see some light up ahead.
What's your ring say?
I hold my ring up.
You're holding your ring up, and it seems to be just regular ring right now.
I continue to hold my ring up as I slowly creep 5 feet forward at a time.
You start to see pillars with statues on them as you enter this area. Let me tell you what those statues look like.
Sure.
So, looking
Giant eyeballs.
at the statues on the sides lining these walls, they seem to resemble warped and mutated humans with bizarre, weird, fucked up forms. One's twisted halfway backwards and seems to have an elephant trunk with claws and duck feet. One's literally his head's coming out of his stomach and screaming, and it's just like a pair. It's just the most weird, grotesque carvings you've seen. It makes no sense.
How much do they resemble the strange creatures we found in the forest?
These don't resemble anything you've seen.
I'm staying up here, by the way, looking and watching the eyeballs.
Looks like we have some fun down here, guys.
Bertha, get down here.
In the distance, you see a glowing light. A yellow bowl, specifically. Ignore the torch.
Yep.
Yep, got it.
Can I examine the first statue before we walk between them?
Yep.
Sure. What do you want to examine?
I'm actually going to cast Sense Magic, because I'm kind of curious if these are going to bite us in the butt later.
Sure. You cast Sense Magic, and you don't sense any magic around you. Well, I take that back. You do sense magic around you. It's coming from
Right.
Jaeger's direction.
Oh, okay.
Am I supposed to see that?
See what?
The light,
Exactly.
I think. Yeah.
If you're down with the rest of us, you'd probably see it.
No, I'm nowhere near you, but I can see that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Deep in the distance, yeah. You see the glow. As you enter this more open area, more large pillars and large statues of just grotesque, warped, mangled, and anguished expressions of humans are everywhere on these pillars.
I take a look at my ring.
No change.
I'd like to cast Spell Recovery.
Okay, you gain a few of your spells. We'll move down a bit more here. Jaeger, as you approach, you see this glowing bowl seems to be glinting red as well, as you see 3 red shards laying in the bowl.
Guys, this looks like that bowl in that previous room. I'll be honest, I'd rather take the chance of hitting the bowl in the room up there than taking it down here with no defense.
But how? It doesn't make sense that it would be here.
What are the odds one of them's a trap and one of them's the real one?
And I hold up my ring I take another step forward and hold up my ring to see if I see any glow.
Your ring is not glowing.
Well, doesn't seem to be a trap of whatever this place is, at least, but not to say it's not a trap of the people occupying it.
Why are we smashing this thing again?
Well,
What does this have to do with the pigs?
not smashing it at this point, but just seeing what this is about.
Is the
Well,
About
bowl
getting pigs.
empty?
This was also.
It has 3
trying
shards
to-
in it, right?
That is correct.
3 red
We were-
shards.
How big is this room that we're looking at? Is there a room big enough that there's things going to be coming to get us as soon as we grab this?
As big as we can see.
I don't like that.
We were also tasked with killing the
Tyrannic,
demons.
you notice a sarcophagus off to the side, more towards the eastern side, with a heavy lid on it.
That lid looks intact, correct?
Yes. Just looks like it's sitting on top of it, covering it.
I'm going to take a few steps the other direction to see if I see the same thing.
Orion, you notice a sarcophagus to the west. Tyrannic, you could see
Got
it
a
too.
sarcophagus here.
And there's 2 of them. One on either side. I'm going to attempt a stealth.
Okay, go ahead and make an agility check for me.
I'm just gonna stay at the stairs and keep watching out for those eyeballs. I'll trust them.
I wonder
And
if the shards from the bowls do something if combined.
Feel pretty hidden, Tyrannic.
I'd like to cast Sense Life from right here.
Okay. Also, we're almost wrapped up, y'all. Are y'all okay just going a little bit over, or do we need to stop?
I'm fine.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm okay, a little over here.
Okay, just all right. Y'all got it.
Do I sense anything from the sarcophagus?
You do not.
Okay, well, there's nothing alive in here, but there could be something magical.
I don't think anything we fought so far has been technically alive.
The fish.
Touche.
Gesundheit.
I continue to hold up my ring to check for a glow.
No glow.
I'm with you, buddy.
I cautiously approach the bowl.
And as he does, I'll reach in and pull out a health potion and just down it.
Okay. The bowl is glowing a dim gold hue with red glints resting inside of it.
Do we take the bowl? Do we take the shards?
What do you
Maybe
think,
just
Magic
the
Man?
shards.
I guess I will stealth my way this way and cast Sense Magic on this to see what I feel about this.
Okay. You cast Sense Magic from where you're standing, and you absolutely detect magic all around you. From Jaeger, and absolutely from this bowl.
Any hint as to types?
You can't really tell the type of magic from the bowl itself. But it seems ancient, whatever it is.
check
Any
my-
markings?
On the shards themselves or the bowl?
Both.
You don't see any markings on the shards. You don't see any markings on the bowl either, actually. They both look rather pristine.
I hold the
I
ring up
see.
again and I say the words inscribed on the ring.
No change.
Guys, it's magical, it's strong, it's ancient as fuck. This may be a smash and grab.
I sigh and I take a swipe for the 3 shards.
Try to pick them all up quickly all at once.
Yep.
Okay. You reach and you grab all 3 shards. The moment you grab one, you can feel images start to enter your mind, however. You see an elven woman with her arms held up, holding a red orb. You suddenly see thousands and thousands of elves fighting against hordes of trolls and monstrosities. You see a group of 3 elves in a shrine, all huddled together with the red orb between them, and see it glow brighter and brighter until it explodes. And then you look at your hand and see you're holding 3 red shards.
I tap Jaeger on the shoulder. Buddy? You okay?
I just kind of space looking at my hands and just don't respond.
You immediately know what you're holding, Jaeger, and it is called a Chaos Shard. You have 3 of them. Let me assign it to you.
Thank you.
I kind of wave my hand in front of his face.
Maybe smack him.
There you go. It's in your inventory.
Thank you.
All right, I'll smack him.
You just gotta hit him?
Yep.
You looking the damage?
No, just to snap him out of it.
Okay, Jaeger, you feel movement pushing your body a bit. You're not moving you necessarily, but kind of shaking.
Yeah.
You all right
elves,
there?
Orbs. Chaos shards.
Don't know if it's me, but the stream is lagging.
It's
Yeah,
probably our crappy internet.
Yeah,
Sorry,
the
Al.
bit rate's garbage.
Yeah, my net's gone to poo-poo.
I kind of just turn, kind of blank stare to my eyes and hold the chaos shards out to Taratic, as if offering it to him.
What are you doing there with those?
I'm going to look Jaeger over. Does he look like he's impaired in some form or fashion? Still glassy-eyed or anything like that?
It looks like he just saw history of something. He looks like he had a vision more than anything, but he doesn't look out of the ordinary more than any more so than before you came here.
I'm going to grab one of them, just touch it, I guess.
Okay. The same images I described before enter your head. Elves, a war, trolls, some sort of artifact or orb, an explosion, and then a shard in your hand.
I just continue to hold my hand out with the other two in my hand.
Stream's broken, by the way.
Yeah, stream crashed.
Completely?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, crap, what do I do?
I don't know. Is
It says
anybody over there
reconnecting.
streaming anything?
On OBS says
Yes.
stream is disconnected, attempting to reconnect a few seconds ago.
Yeah, it's I'm on the Twitch inspector and yeah, it just says stream is unstable. Check your network connection. And
Well-
it might have just popped back up here. Hold on.
Crap, yeah, OBS says reconnecting.
Yeah, it's still down for me.
Yeah, still down.
Well, damn. I guess type in chat, sorry guys, looks like we gotta call it. We'll be back next time. Man, that blows. Well, I still got the recording we can put on YouTube if y'all want to finish this part out. Up to
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll finish this out.
Okay. Yeah. Damn it. Blows. Okay. YouTube, this sucks. Enjoy it here. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe Pornhub. Continuing.
We can
So-
edit this out in post.
Yeah.
So
I
you
have my hand out with the two shards in my hand towards Stradic.
I've taken one, and I've seen the images. And any lasting effects on that?
after the images, no, you feel like yourself again.
What is going on?
Power. Power beyond belief.
Power.
Okay. I don't know what that's
Enough.
supposed to mean.
Enough to take care of the flesh cube?
Either to take care of it or make it immensely stronger. I'm not sure which.
Well, then let's not do it.
Do you take the shards,
yeah.
Stratic?
Yeah, I've got one. Jaeger's got the other two still.
You're only
I
taking
still
one?
have them out in my hand, offering them to you.
I don't want all three.
Okay, give me just a
I'm worried
second.
As I see you walk away, I kind of start to regain myself and just grab onto them. I saw visions, and I looked at Tyradix sort of for confirmation.
Long times ago.
I will assign this to you.
These shards are powerful. I don't know what exactly, but
And you see it in the
I-
inventory.
I think they're the remains of those three elves.
there's something about them. I don't understand magic enough to know what I'm holding, but these are extremely powerful.
Far beyond any magic I've encountered yet.
What do you mean they might be those elves?
I take the red thing I have and sort of kind of poke it into Thrak here. Make physical contact with him.
You see all the visions everyone else saw, Threk.
What the hell is it? This thing is weird. There might be more to magic than I thought. Might be worth learning.
As Ryan starts running the perimeter, checking around.
So we have 3 things I guess left we need to think about.
We need
We
the
take
other
the-
bowl.
Do we take the bowl here? The whole bowl with us?
Might as well. It's a free bowl.
I go to inspect whatever the bowl is sitting on to see if there's any
It's
Signs of
floating
traps.
in the air.
floating in the air. Oh boy. Fuck it. I swipe it.
It does not budge as you go to pull it and notice that you're pulled back to it.
Oh. Yeah, no, we're not taking the ball with us.
Not this bowl. We have another.
Were you doing something at that sarcophagus, Thrak? I didn't hear earlier.
No, I was just kind of standing over here, seeing if anything was over here.
Okay.
Actually, can I inspect this sarcophagus for anything?
You
Be
can.
a way for me to get away from it.
What do you want to do to it? Just look it over, or what are you doing with it?
Look it over, see if I can see how it's sealed. Maybe try to determine age.
Looks like a large stone slab just laying on top of it. And on a 5 perception, it looks old.
That's all I got. So do we mess with sarcophagus, or do we go back?
I think we
Well-
go back, right?
Yeah.
Get the other shards?
Do we think these things are gonna pop open if we grab the other ones?
Well, we'll
Almost
have a head start
certainly.
if they do.
So the slab on top of the sarcophagus looks movable. Like it doesn't look sealed.
Oh, great. Ryan, is this where you start figuring out that we're fighting vampires?
Absolutely.
Flip it or not?
I'll step
I've,
back behind the
No.
pillar.
We're gonna deal with these things at some point. I vote if we're gonna deal with something, we deal with it here and now.
Why do we have to deal with them?
We've got more to do here, and these things are gonna be a part of that.
But what makes you think that?
Because we've had other dead things not be dead. And if there's something in here, it's dead right now, but it won't be dead later.
Couldn't we just stack rocks on top of it from the room full of rocks? Won't be able to get out.
I mean, you assume that, as well as we'll spend the next several hours stacking rocks.
Are we grave robbing now?
Maybe.
Oh, I didn't sign up for that part.
You didn't sign up for a lot of things. But here
This
you
is
are.
true.
I put my arm on the sarcophagus as if I'm kind of leaning on it, just resting, but make the extra push
Okay.
to kind of push it like halfway.
You start pushing, and it starts sliding, and you can start seeing inside of it through the corner. Are you actually looking while you push?
Yeah. So as I make the push, I make a fake "uh-oh" kind of face and look inside the tomb.
As you peek inside, you don't see any bones or body, and you see the tip of what looks like a bow.
Wait, let's just check for posterity. Did you say bow or bowl?
Bow.
Could we please get the spelling on this?
B-O-W.
No L at the end of that?
Correct.
There's definitely something in here, and I just force push the rest of the half of the sarcophagus I'm leaning towards off.
Slides off. It goes crashing to the ground. As the dust settles, you see a longbow just laying there by itself.
See, this was fine.
Not this time.
How's the ring?
The ring's not glowing at all.
This is definitely fine.
So who wants the longbow?
I'm actually going to
I
reach
just
in and
walk
pick it up.
away.
He's gonna pick it up, Tyrannic?
I'm going to pick it up.
Okay. The moment you grasp this longbow, you don't feel hungry anymore. At all.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Watching him take the bow, I go, and seeing sort of an odd reaction from him, I go, "Everything okay?"
Fulfilling.
Fulfilling.
Is there any quiver or arrows or anything like that in there as well?
Nope. Just a long, elvish-looking bow.
I'm going to give a gentle pull on the string, see how it feels. Does it feel like it's a nice bow?
Feels almost like a standard bow to you, but it just looks like it's well made, and for some reason you no longer care about food.
I looked all around it. Checks out. No
I-
perception check or anything. I just assume everything's fine.
I push the sarcophagus open with confidence.
Just shove it open.
Yeah.
Okay, you shove the lid and it slides against the ground. And as you're looking inside, again, you're met with an odd sight as there's no corpse, no body, no bones. But you see a small wooden stool that's glowing dimly orange.
I
Like
hold
a
my
stool that you sit on?
Yep,
I hold my ring over it to see if there's any glowing light.
no glow.
Well, I look over at Bertha. You're the short one.
I try and reach in and grab the stool.
Okay, you reach in and you grab the stool.
Alright, I take the stool out
Okay.
and I set it down and then I sit on it.
You see Bertha take this just very dimly orange glowing stool, this wooden stool, sit it on the ground. She doesn't look any other direction, but immediately just sits on it. Bertha, the moment you sit on that stool, you suddenly feel like perhaps wouldn't be really effective at you.
Wait, what? Flames?
It feels like you could be sitting in fire and feel fine.
You gotta try this out. And I just like stand up and like try and push Jaeger on the stool.
I
Like, try
get
that out,
thrown
try
down
that out.
onto the stool
You
and feel the same effects.
feel the
What's that
same
feel like?
way.
I feel like I couldn't get hot if I tried.
But what does it mean?
Doesn't have to mean anything.
I step up and I say, I don't know. You take this. This will help with your height disadvantage.
Can I just grab the stool and like I just carry it around with me?
We need more shards. And I just start to sort of make my way towards the entrance.
And I think that is a good spot to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good work, everybody. Except for the crashing of the stream, which I still have going. Whoever hung around.
It's back up. It's
Yeah,
back up.
here we are. We decided to play it out for the YouTube upload. So I see a few of you are in here. Thanks for coming back. I don't know if it's my internet. I don't know if it's.
I think it's your internet.
I think it's my internet. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I'm gonna try something. I'll check my shiz out. But yeah, we're calling it for reals now. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming here. Please check out our YouTube channel if you want to see stuff you missed. I think there's 2 episodes up there now. They got real pissed off at my music, so it sounds a little weird in the middle, but it's tolerable. So check it out. I'll be uploading more. And we'll be back again.
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. We'll be back again Wednesday with more stuff. So y'all have a good night.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Y'all be safe out
Bye.
there.